able to ban a map they're not comfortable playing.
Ubu, what's up, Nakalal? How are you? You're in New Zealand? Isn't it like really late for you then, Winter? You're like almost going to bed pretty much? That's crazy. Welcome to the stream. Alright.
The problem on Haven, we could bring over and
for Gambit.
wow, well, this is interesting. Okay, so
let's see. So let's get right into this, right? It's Gambit against Envy.
You a fan of this pick?
And I think here we go. This is the start.
Use representatives, be it from CIS.
10:51 p.m. It's crazy that you're in my stream now. It's late for you. Alright, so you guys, like, I'm not 100% sure where to put the webcam. So this is Sky, by the way. The one on top is Shados, and that's Sky. Just so you guys know, right? Nats on the Viper, we have Redgar on the Astra, we have Defo on the Jet, and Chronicle on the Sova. Like, here's the thing. You always want Nats on the Sentinel, right? You want Nats on either Viper or Cypher. And in this case, he's the Viper, right? And then they do double smokes on Bind. So they do Astra Viper, which is insanely strong. Because what you can do is that Viper can fake a wall somewhere. And of course, you know, Viper fakes a wall and a smoke and goes to the opposite side. And what normally happens is if you don't have a secondary smoker, you've wasted all of your utility for a fake, right? But meanwhile, if Viper does the fake, Astra covers everything else. Like if they need a smoke or any other sort of utility that Viper has, Astra can cover that. So it's a really, really good pick. And of course, we have Defo on the Jet. He's their best duelist pretty much. He's always most likely on the Jet. Like 9 out of 10 times you're going to see Defo on the Jet. He's one of the best Jet players we have in EU right now. Chronicle on the Sova. Sometimes Redgar plays Sova too. And then Shadows on Sky. And I really, really like this team comp from both sides, because they both have the same exact team comp. But the main thing to think about is that there's both a Sky and a Sova. So they have double info, right? They have the Trailblazer, which is the dog. They have the flashes that give you a lot of information. They have the Recon Bolt and the drone. So they have four different utilities that give you a lot of info on both teams. And right off the bat, let's see, Gambit are attacking. And this wall here is interesting, actually, from FNS, from the defender side, right? Like he cuts out bathroom, and then it looks to me like he's going to hold. Wait, I can't really see. Where's the 5th player? I can't see the 5th player on the minimap. Also, what's up, Cold Panda? Ariman. I can't really see the 5th player. Where? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think a lot of people are all aboard, and a note to remember.
Am I blind?
Great moments are born from great
Where's player number? Oh, I see it. I see it. It's Sova and Astra on B long, and then Sky and Jet on outside of hookah, and then FNS is playing alone on A. So this is pretty common in pistol rounds on Bind. Even in ranked, it's super, super common. So what you normally do is that you go 2A and you go 3B. In some cases, you go 1A and 4B because A is the easier retake. It's so much easier to take control to take control over B early as a defender and hold it rather than retaking it. So they're gambling it on the A retake. And it looks to me like Gambit are playing default from the start of the round. But what I mean by that is that they're spread out. They're spread out and they're looking for different types of info, right? Like they have Sova towards B. So we might see an arrow on long or something towards hookah, maybe a drone. Let's see, did they buy drone? No. Yeah, he has drone and arrow. So he can do something like that. And then they're running Shadows with a dog and a flash towards showers, right? And then Nats is kind of free to do whatever he wants towards short because he has the wall right here. So they're just playing a pretty good default here.
The perfect chance for these.
Let's see how this plays out. So Envy gets that's something that I always tell people to do in rank, by the way. You always want to try to peek early when the barrier goes down, because then you get so much info, right? Like Ye peeks instantly. He's playing Yo Hagmonia, thank you for the 4 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the full-time dream, man. I do appreciate it. Any tips on getting out from Immortal? Play a lot and try to record yourself. In the higher ranks, recording yourself is important as well. Yo, Ale, what's up, bro? Ori, man. But yeah, I always tell people in rank to do this, right? Where they, when the barrier goes down, you peek instantly and you try to get whatever info you can. So Ye is peeking this. He doesn't see anything off the start and he's going to communicate that to his teammates, right? And meanwhile, Ye does this. You see both of the players on B long. You see the Astra and the Sova gaining info there. So he shoots the recon bolt from B long and tries to get any info in this area here. And if this recon doesn't really spot anything, then they can kind of already assume that it's going to be A. But I'm pretty sure this arrow is going to spot both Chronicle and Redgar.
How we're going to get things kicked off. Gambit started off on the attacker side, a slow approach.
Or maybe it didn't. Maybe the arrow, we can't really see it, but maybe the arrow hit the fountain here in this area here. And if it hits the fountain, you can kind of hide from the arrow.
Too surprising from what we've seen previously here. Again, that's going to be in that position where he's going to try and work himself up short on A, but Chronicle posted outside.
Kind of, I find it interesting that they're still staying. I mean, Ye didn't really see anything here. And I'm not sure if Crashy saw anything with his arrow, but they might have heard something towards A. I mean, we have the Astro Stars towards A and the Viper Wall, right? So they can kind of expect something here too. It's kind of hard for Envy to read what Gambit are doing here. Gambit have, like, they have such a good spread here. And look how deep they are into bathrooms right now. They have so much control already. It's really hard for Nats to push short here because of FNS Orb. Look at the patience from Gambit here, by the way. They're just holding there with the spike. This is pretty typical from the CIS region or the Russian regions of this game. Even in Counter-Strike 2, they play really late. They play really late on the clock, so they're very patient. And then when they're running out of time, they're going to execute something together. It's very, very common.
Everything has to be accounted for here.
Given up on either side.
And I mean, it's not a bad playstyle because you drain the utility from the enemy team, right? You make them waste their stuff and then you go in when they're vulnerable. But look at that, they're not budging. Like, Envy are playing 4 towards B right now. That's crazy. They're literally not moving. Chronicle is droning on short right now. You see that? So he's droning towards short. I'm not sure if they saw anything all along. I don't know. Do they know about Marv?
The timing on this could be insane. Okay, Marv's got contact.
They know about Marv. He gets 1, gets 2. How is he allowed to do that? How is Marv allowed to get 3? That they knew about him. They got the info. He gets 4. That's insane. I don't know how he's allowed to do that. I need to go back. The thing is, they hear Crashes run away, right? And then they see him here. So 3 of the players know that Marv is in the left corner. And Gambit have a flash available only.
The timing on this could be insane. Okay, Marv's got contact. The flash comes in. They want to burst.
Yeah, I don't think he was supposed to get that first kill. He was also blinded during the second kill. I don't know. That's insane. It's an insane round. And he gets the 4th here. That's crazy. Ali, the drawing program is the Epic Pen. It looks like this, I'll show you. Yeah, I just click here and I can draw. It's really good. It's very, very good. I'm trying to think if I can put my webcam anywhere else, but like if I put it anywhere else, it's gonna block a lot. Unless... Look at that reaction.
He's already up.
I don't know, I feel like NA are like trash talking bottom right now because I can't block anything. That's the problem. I think we do it like this, guys. I have an idea. Can you write the program here? There we go. Let's see. So I'm gonna do this actually. We're gonna do this. Make myself a tiny bit smaller. And then do this. Like that. And then move this here. And make it a little bit smaller. So like that maybe? This is pretty good. This is nice, right? I'm down for this. Doesn't block anything. Lower my cam a tiny bit and move the logo down like that. Boom. Also, Sophia, how are you? Hope you're doing good. There we go. Now we can see everything. So now, welcome Shadows to the screen. Yeah, you're doing the exact same thing, right? Just jumping for info. And it looks like Gambit are playing. I mean, they lost the first round, right? If you lose first round, you can kind of do... Wait, hold on. Let's see. Where did my program... Oh my god, this is shambles. There we go. My program's back. So... when you're on a bad buy like this on Gambit, they lost the first round, you can kind of try weird things together, right? So they're running Redguard towards B for a little bit of info, and then they're kind of stacking heavily towards A. And it looks like Envy have a pretty good read on it too, because they're playing 3A now.
Straight off the start now. By coming out, 4 Spectres, 1 Bulldog, nothing too wild on the other side. It's relatively clean too. A couple of upgrades, but not much armor, no armor to supplement, so it is going to be...
And EA is pushing. This is something you can do, by the way, when you know that the enemy team is on a bad buy. Like, they're not really going to buy this round. And since EA did exactly what he did on the first round, right, where he peeks hookah and checks if anyone's pushing mid, he doesn't spot anyone, and then he pushes down. And by the time EA reaches about this area right here, he will know if it's A or B based on sounds and based on what the other teammates are hearing. And I mean, Nats and FNS are just traded. They're dead. They're both dead pretty much, so they know that it's most likely going to be towards A. And Ye has a super good flank here. And nobody's running a Cypher or Killjoy, so they don't really have to worry about any utility holding them. They just literally have to stay back. Gets Redgar. I mean, Redgar doesn't expect it because it's on timing, right? I like that Gambit are sticking so much together because they're just trying to do some damage. They're not really expected to win this round. And yeah, he gets a 4K. Yeah, what's up, NVR? How are you, man? No rank today, Fia. Doing the review, and then I'm playing Nick Fighters. Yo, Rixie. Good morning. Hello, Relic. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope all is good. So now Envy have their bonus round, right? If you win round 1 and round 2 pretty clean, you have a bonus round where you use guns from the previous round. So they're just going to run Spectres. They have a Bulldog down here on Marved. I'm not sure what Ye will be doing. Maybe he's saving for an Operator. He has full armor and a Ghost. He will be able to buy an Operator next round, right? And this is the first full buy for Gambit. They can all buy weapons. They can all do their thing now. And let's see how they play. So they have the Viper wall towards A. I think Nats is going to do it pretty frequently. This is also funny. I think this is pretty interesting. Redgar is placing stars in the TP, right? So he has one here. He has one here. One here on the left side and one in hookah. So like the ones that I find interesting are these two here because they're pretty good. So if you're pushing up hookah, or if you're pushing bathrooms, one play that some teams do, it's pretty common on Bind actually. Not super common in ranked, but pretty common in pro play, is that you play somebody in showers, right? Like maybe a Sky, because a Sky can use a dog or a flash like this. And then if the dog or the flash spots something, if you pop the flash and it does the screeching sound, or if the dog actually sees somebody, they have a player or two ready on B to teleport through instantly. So the flash goes out. If the flash does a sound, they know that there's somebody outside of showers. They TP in and they open the doors and they go for the kill right here. It's like, it's not, of course it doesn't happen every round, but it's like one of these wildcard rounds that some pro teams bring out. And it can be really, really good because they can do a Sky Flash. The Sky Flash pops, the sound goes off, 2 players from B get ready to TP, the Sky Flashes again, and on the pop they TP and they go out. And you can get like 1 or 2 kills if they're playing towards this area. So I think that's why Redgar puts a star there and a star here in both of these TPs, just in case of a play like that. And on Astra, you can always take your stars back. So worst case scenario, if that doesn't happen, he gets 2 stars back. So it's not... I just find it interesting. They're playing it really passive, by the way. Like, look how far back Redgar is playing and look how far back Nats is playing. Like, they're letting their team work towards B, while these 2 players here towards A are just chilling. Like, they're not really doing much, they're just holding. And Nat sees all of this, right? So if somebody wants to push short, he sees that. And then if somebody wants to push bat, Redgar has that too. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, the Jet, Sky, and Sova, are gaining info and doing things and pressuring B and making them waste utility. And trying to develop the play, right?
Kind of force the issue now and press back towards Envy. Again, similar default, Spike not committed.
Up the audio a tiny bit.
Market right now, and Nat's in position to control any push, but nothing coming just yet. Envy happy to see
the Redgar work his showers a little bit.
Yeah,
Defo gets revealed. They know Sova's B now because of the drone.
Best of 5s do change things. It is that marathon now. It turns away from the sprint. got a
Ooh,
couple
Red Girl
more
left
laps to play,
showers.
A little bit more room, the veto, the order, it's all paramount.
They're
And
just
that's what
holding.
we wanna
Like
get
I
your
said,
thoughts on as
Gambit
well.
are
So
playing
Des
really patient. Like it's pretty
definitely laid
common
out
to do
some of
this.
their,
A lot of CIS
I guess,
teams play
worries
like
and
this.
concerns for either side as
They just
well,
play
but
full control. They
now
play
look at Red
extremely
Girl.
slow. They waste the utility on the enemy
Frost is
team, and then they
trying to
go
play for
together.
Shower, but there are two players on the other side, and Victor's
Ooh,
gonna
that's
take
an
this
interesting
opportunity to
wall
try
from
and step up
FNS.
close.
It's gonna flash through on timing.
Could provide great
But he
opportunity.
doesn't go
Might
through.
actually force a
I like that patience. I swear a lot of players would go through that because it's a bonus round. It doesn't really matter super much, but you of course you want to win this round, right? But in this round for Envy, it's worth it for them to take risks and try different things. But I really like that Victor went for info there. Like he just went for pure info, right? The Viper wall is up. He flashes through. A lot of Sky players would push through the Viper wall. Like I promise you, especially in ranked. But I really respect that patience, that he gets the info that there is somebody there and then he runs back.
Away from that, we'll play safe, but confirmation
And now he's gonna hear the drone. Oh, and Yay. I think Yay did the same thing. Let's just check the minimap. Yeah, Yay did the same thing as he's done the last 2 rounds, right? So in round 3, he's outside of hookah. He doesn't see anyone here. And then he just pushes out. And that's how they get punished with the spike. So that's actually huge. So we see Yay here. He's walking down. And then gets the jet, and he sees where the spike is too.
And it sets up someone like Yay. And once again,
And now they know it's A, because Yay saw Nats take it. Nats took the spike, Yay saw that, they have to run towards A. There's no way they're going B without passing Yay right now. So they know it's A, and there should be a rotation coming out. I also like that Crashes is coming out to help Yay. He's not leaving Yay alone here, and they're playing 3v4 towards A.
Gambit are going to have problems with this.
It's a hard run for Gambit.
FNS had no chance in that moment.
They flash him through, so Nats gets the kill.
As now a 4v4 starts to build. Victor's on the back. Tucked in towards that cubby side, but Spike's being planted, and they haven't quite cleared this yet. Has he got a chance for the timing? Yes, he does.
3v3, good trade.
But now keep in mind that quick flank coming in.
A side note, like no matter what happens here, this round is already pretty good for Envy because they have 2 kills. And they've done a lot of damage. Shadows has to buy full armor next round. So this round, it doesn't matter too much, and they will be able to full buy next round anyways.
And there's actually 2 members now. Yeah, Marv will be called on the line up for him.
Marv.
Shade off will fall. It's Chronicle left.
He was ready for that. You see this? So they have the... This is Gambit. This is actually Nat's orb. He does the smoke frequently. So whenever Gambit go A, Nat's normally walls and smokes here. So he normally does these 2 that I'm drawing right now. It's like one of his most standard plays from VOD reviewing him previously. And Marv just waits. Like I like the patience. He's just holding this orb. And he's listening for sounds and just waiting for it to go down. And as soon as it goes down, like it's... nobody... Gambit didn't take control over Lamp at all. They just went for the spike plant.
Envy might just try and smoke and go for it here, Marv.
Chronicle.
Considering the
In a 1v1 against
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, this could be it. Gonna have to respect it. 6 HP, he's still alive. I don't
No
know
way
how
Yay
he's
wins
still
this,
standing.
right?
And Chronicle is playing that time limit as best he can. Yay, what are you gonna do with this one? Chronicle ain't gonna mess this up. Surely not. Keep those nerves of steel in place. The spell
Nice.
is gonna do it. Yay gets
Just play
caught,
super
but let's
patient
talk
there.
about context to this.
So what a lot of players would do here,
But they know how he
like this is actually a pretty good post plant, right? Because Chronicle, so his teammates went towards A side, right? And Chronicle went showers to try to get anything on timing. And he's last alive in this round, right? He's last alive, he has 2 shock darts, the recon bolt is coming off cooldown. I mean, it's 15 seconds left, right? And in his case, all he really has to do is just buy time, right? And they don't really know where he is. They don't know where Chronicle is. They haven't really seen him too much this round, right? So they're kind of expecting him from showers because he's coming in so late to the bomb site now. He gets marred, and he's most likely getting info from his teammates that Yay is low, because after you kill someone, you can see how much damage you did. So they're probably communicating that Yay is like half HP or pretty low. And he has 2 shock darts, and all he has to do is play time, right? And this is something like, this is not really a lineup, this is something that you just learn on the fly, right?
Oh, this could be it.
So he knows that Yay isn't on it. Then he does another one to make sure that he's not on it. Then he sees him, he saw his shoulder there. And then what a lot of people would do, you know, they're stressing in the situation, but Chronicle is just, he's relaxing because he knows that all he has to do is buy time. And then he has the recon. The recon comes off cooldown. He just has to shoot 1 good recon, and then he will know if he's sticking the spike or not.
Do with this one? Chronicle ain't gonna mess this up, surely.
And then now he knows there, because Yay broke the recon, and now he knows that he's not on the spike. And then he sees him, because it had enough time to ping once, and then he just spams the box, and it's a GG.
It's gonna do it. Yeah, he gets caught, but let's talk about
I see
context
too
to
many
this.
players in ranked,
was a bonus for
when
Envy.
they're in a
That was
1v1
not-
situation like this, when the spike is down, they just stress it, right? Like they chase the kill, they push up too much. Like, play the clock, really. That's some of the biggest advice I can give you in a 1v1 situation after you planted the spike. Play the clock and play it smart. Check if you have any utility available. How, like, and also think to yourself, how long does it take for me to see the spike, right? Because if you're doing like Chronicle, where you play on short here, and the spike is planted here, you need to know how long it takes for you to run up and see the spike, so you don't accidentally miss them fully diffusing, right? Player candidate, what's up? Welcome to the stream. And hello, Trash Panda. I am doing good. Good morning, man. Hope all is on. What does the Viper wall in A long from FNS do rather than walling across map today? B hookah and B long, which helps them on B side. Well, you mean the one? Do you mean the one that he does showers, eh?
Not a
Or
full
which one do you mean?
purchase. Marv finding those frags then was the gateway right back in. Ye's pressure coming through as well. This man's on a mission.
Yeah, he's able to thread his way right into the backlines once again.
Well, look at this. Like, the orb goes down, Marv finds two, and then Chronicle in the 1v2, they don't expect him, they think he's gonna come showers, and then he just plays the timer, and that's easy clap round done. I love that. I love that after a round, because the NA teams are like, they're kind of, I feel like they're more trash talky than EU. And Envy kind of started it right in the first 2 rounds with Marv standing up after his 4K on the pistol. So now they're kind of, Gambit, they're kind of firing back. You love to see that. Oh, the showers also. Here's the thing. The reason why FNS, the reason why I think that FNS does the wall in showers is because he has a smoke orb here. He has a smoke orb on a short, so he doesn't really need a wall for short. And they don't necessarily need the wall for B either, because they have an Astra. If they had a Brimstone or an Omen, the Viper wall towards B would be really, really good. But since they have an Astra and she can be, she's very mobile and she can be pretty much everywhere to help out, I think that the wall in showers is pretty decent, because it allows them to take full control over this, and they can also farm the orb. It's really, really hard for Gambit to push showers in this situation with this wall. And they have an Astra Star ready on the entrance. So if they want to push the Viper wall, they just combat with the Astra Star. But any other smoker, if there's a Brim or an Omen, then the Viper wall on B is really good. But in this scenario, it's completely fine. And I think they want the shower control. It's pretty big. And also, Envy lost their bonus round. Or wait, hold on, I'm stupid. Bonus round is always already wait, let me go back. I'm confused. Yeah, they lost their bonus round, so now they're kind of forcing up, and they're running a Guardian, Phantom, Vandal, Phantom, and then Ye goes for the orb because he's 1 away from Bladestorm. So they can buy. That's the beauty of Jet, by the way. As a Jet player, one thing that you can do is if your teammates can full buy and you're missing a gun or 2, what you can do is you can buy yourself full armor and drop a gun to a teammate, and then try to get the final ult orb for your Bladestorm, or, you know, use your Bladestorm if you already have it available. So you can literally, that's really nice as a Jet player, you know, to with your ult be able to pop it at the start of the round and give a teammate a gun to increase your chances of winning. Like, it's really, really nice.
Blades out, so he's gonna be happy with that. After the belting start he's had, it's not too much of a surprise to see.
And they're pretty much doing the same setup this round. You see they're working 3 towards B for info, and then Nats and Redgar are just holding towards A. And we see a different wall here. This wall is actually pretty interesting. I've seen it previously from Nats, but you can walk out with this wall like this. So you can walk with the wall like this without being seen, right? And you can catch somebody off guard in the area around here. Yo, Zach, what's up, bro? How are you, man? Hello, Spice. Good morning, guys.
Round. Now on the other side, the purchase. Yes, they converted the round, but it obviously was at a great deal of a cost. We have now a Spectre, a Guardian, some kind of fallbacks as, wait, how's FNS found that?
Yo, Peanut with the raid. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you had a good stream. I tried to catch your stream in the morning, but it's I had some things to do. I stayed around for like, I don't know, like 30 minutes maybe? Thank you, Peanut. Welcome, Peanut Raider. So what I'm doing right now is I'm watching the grand finals of Envy against Gambit. I'm doing a VOD review of the first map, the bind map that they played. So you guys are just on time for that if you're interested in the competitive Valorant scene in any way. Yo, Peanut, hope you're doing good. Thank you so much again. Hello, Anley. Hello, Marquito. Welcome, guys. Hope the stream was good, really. Must be pretty late for you now, Peanut, right? Isn't it like, I don't know, like 9 p.m. maybe? 10 p.m. maybe? Yo, I don't know how to say that name. Theox? Theox? Theox. Let me know if I say it wrong. Square Donut, what's up, man? 9 p.m. damn. It's 12 for me. 12 right now. Like, my day is literally just starting. Hopefully the future is good.
Was that just straight through the wall, maybe just spamming away, maybe just reading.
Yeah, they're just doing the same setup. FNS finds one. They find Redgar, actually. And then I like the reaction from Shados. He does the Seekers just to get any sort of info, right?
Popped out as well, so this could maybe spur on that piece towards B, or maybe just take them.
And the Seekers should tell him that it's only 2 towards B. Because the Seekers went like this, right? Like they went towards B. And then the final Seeker went towards A.
That deeper territory.
You see that? So 2 Seekers went towards B site, and the final Seeker is going towards A. So this tells Gambit that it's only 2 on B and 3 on A. And I think this is the reason why Nats is doing such a quick rotation here. Because Nats was on short, and I think he wanted to work short with this wall. But since the Seeker is going towards A, and there's 2 Seekers going towards B, they know there's 2 on B site, so they can go 4v2 and potentially win the round here. I think that's why they're doing this reaction here.
If they fancy it, but Ye's still here, and they have no idea that he's.
And that's also really scary, is Jet breaking the Seeker. You can't really do it with your ult. You have to switch to pistol or ask a teammate. Because you don't want to waste your knives. Shadows finds the A. And now they know that it's potentially only 1 on B. I don't think... I think they understand the timing, that it's not possible for anyone else to have rotated over to B yet.
Again, another step towards potentially leaning towards a site.
And about now, I would expect more people. But if they don't find anyone on site, then they know it's either elbow or CT. And look how fast they go, right? Like, they go out on site, Chronicle is planting, and the rest are rushing to take control over elbow. I think what they want to do is they want to get the info if anybody is in this area. Because elbow control is huge.
Actually, 3 members of Gambit going to pick up
4 in CT for Envy.
Yeah, they're just taking so much control over elbow. Like, they're literally tripling down on elbow.
This is so early. He went ahead of the divide, and he just gets the perfect timing on it as well.
And also, Marv just used the wall. And the key thing to using Astra Wall, this goes for ranked as well, is make sure to use your Astra Wall when the spike is down. Don't do it before the spike is down as a defender. Because what happens is that you give the enemy team a free rotation. They can literally rotate to A without you knowing it, because the sound is heavily muffled, right? A lot of people see Astra's wall as a tool to slow people down, but as a defender, really, don't use Astra's wall unless you have a very specific play in mind before the spike is down. If the spike is down, do a wall that's a good, like, retake wall, right? Kind of like what Marv did now. He's cutting off hookah and he's cutting off long, and if they want to stop the spike plant, they need to either spam utility through the wall or run through it, because you can't shoot through Astra's wall. It would be 10 p.m. but daylight savings. I'll probably eat and sleep, but I lurk. Have a great stream. Thank you again, Peanut. I really appreciate it. I need to do a shout out for you. There we go. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. Yeah, okay, Mr. Is Redgar's gaming posture optimal? It's I don't know. I would one day like to ask Redgar how he feels playing like that, to be honest. Yeah, what's up, Timid? Hello. And hello, Skulls and Bones. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I don't know. One day I'll probably end up asking him. I mean, he looks alright, you know? Redgar looks alright outside of the game. You know, he looks cool. Like, he can stand, you know, his back doesn't seem to have any issues. But when he's playing, it's like he's driving a freaking motorbike, right? Like he's driving a motorcycle.
Finding Chronicle is
anyways, back to the VOD. So Astra Wall comes out, they're trying to defuse. And again, if Shados wants to stop this, he doesn't really have any utility to stop it. He actually has to run through the wall. And the rest of the players are either through elbow, around elbow, or towards long, right? Like, they don't have any side control. And that's also one pretty scary thing that's very common in ranked, that people underestimate how important side control is, right? So a lot of players, they run in, they plant the spike, and then they leave. They go long, they go hookah, they go elbow, but they don't keep control over the site. And what that, like, and then we see the situation here, right? Where Envy are allowed to take full control over the site with an Astra Wall, because there's nobody there to stop it. There's no utility coming out. There's nobody trying to play a position where they can get a frag. They're not playing any refrags. They're playing full retake, and it's really, really hard to stop Envy diffusing here. Like, I can't stress it enough. So one key thing for ranked especially is that what I recommend most people to do is try to get the spike down if you get the site, but also try to take control over the site instead of just getting the spike down and then playing retake, because you need to do that. You can't gamble on just playing time every single time. You have to plant the spike, you have to take full control, and then when you have full control over the site, then you can think about pushing elbow or going back to long or whatever. But site control is probably the most important thing when taking a site before you do anything else. I do like the play from Gambit though. The fact that they all went elbow just to take full control, but they had to keep in mind the site as well. Like it's like I said, this is a really hard bomb plant, but this is a really hard defuse to stop. Sorry, it's really hard.
Making this look way too simple right now.
Even if you flash through like they did, their shadows flash through the wall, you can't. If Envy are ready with the Astra wall and they're looking at it, they can't. It's really hard. Hello Hadi, what's up man? Welcome back to the stream. Does LCQ mean team from all regions compete against each other or teams compete regionally? So the LCQ slot is the last chance qualifier. It's region based, right? So NA have one, EU have one, etc, etc. Korea have one, I'm pretty sure. And the winner of each qualifier makes it to Worlds or to the finals, right? So some teams qualify through points, and some teams will qualify through the last chance qualifier, but it's region based. So teams from different regions have their last chance of qualifying. Will the thing you said about Astra Wall be applicable for attackers? You wall and get a rotation. The thing about doing that Astra Wall on attack, it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird because you can't really enter a site with that. Like you're denying yourself info on the bomb site, you know? So if you Astra Wall, I'll go back. If you Astra Wall like this, right here. Let's say that we are attacking and we Astra Wall the site like this. You're denying all of this info right here. And if you want to take info in that circle, you need to use utility and push through the wall. So it's going to be really, really hard. So this on attack is not worth it. On attack, and when you play Astra, it's way more important to... You can do a wall like this, for example, right? You cut off the site just so you can get the spike plant down easier. But the key thing is that you don't deny any site control. You need to have control over the site with the wall. You can split it in half. You can see it as a Viper wall, but you can't do this kind of wall. The number of teams in Champions would be... I'm not exactly sure how many teams are in Champions. I think I would Google that if I was you. I'm not 100% sure.
Finding Chronicle as he tried to fade away.
Anyways, let's dive into the next round here.
And they're firing up like this. They're looking individually really solid. FNS on this timing was great. Chronicle had no idea. What's the knock-on effect here? Because best of fives, they're a little different. I mean, Baller made a really, really good point for me. If
you see how easy it is? Here we go. You'll see it from their perspective. But the spike is going down, right? Like, look, the spike is being diffused. Look at the positioning from Envy here, right? Like, they're playing two towards the cubby area. One is diffusing, and one is playing literally on the edge of the wall. And look, like, you know now. You see this little gun barrel here? They know now that somebody's pushing through the Astra wall to stop the diffuse.
They're a little different.
I mean, Baller made a really, really good point for me.
And Crusher just ready for it.
Towards Gambit in this series, it needs to start strong with Bind. I mean, Gambit's performance is synonymous with being feast or famine, right? It's one way or the other. We've seen both sides of that coin.
And Gambit are on a low buy now, and Envy are kind of building bank. They have a full buy this round. That was a crazy good retake by Envy.
Right now, Envy aren't allowing that to happen. And it's not by countering with aggression. It's actually being willing to sit back and wait for Gambit to make their move.
But I think you throw in that dash of, well, is Jay now going to push behind us once again?
They're just going for an aggressive play. He actually gets the headshot on Victor. Wow.
Close that gap a little early. Seekers do come through, so confirmation of
I don't think I would do the Seekers there, because they know that Gambit is on a low buy, and he also got the first frag on when they were rushing. So I don't know if the Seekers are worth. I mean, in this patch line here, in this grand final, Seekers was 6 points and not 7 that we have right now. So Victor can kind of farm it. I don't blame him for doing it there. And that's another thing that I tell people a lot. There's too many people in this game, too many players that wait for the perfect opportunity to ult, right? Like, they're literally waiting for this perfect moment to ult, to get the perfect one down. And it's not worth it. If you see an opportunity where either A, it can help you out, or B, it can change the outcome of the round, right? If the ult increases the chance of you winning the round, just do it, because you will have enough time to farm your ult again. especially if you're having a good game, because one kill means one ult point, right? You can get orbs around the map. Every time you die, you get an ult point. So you can refarm your ult pretty quickly. So if you see an opportunity where you can change the outcome of the round, or if it can help you out in any way, like, don't be afraid of using it. And if it doesn't go your way, if something bad happens with your ult, just try to think of why. Why is it bad? And is there a situation where it could be good, you know?
This intended hits coming in too. Nats on the overwhelm, a name that we haven't been saying too much yet.
So at the same time, I don't really agree with Victor's Seekers, but at the same time, I do agree on them because he can farm them pretty easily. So better safe than sorry, right?
More than enough to secure it. As Chronicle does have the rifle, down to 45 HP.
This is a really hard 1v3. So Gambit lost the spike on site, pretty much outside of lamp. I think this is, and they're just holding it. And when you have the spike, you hold it and you win the round, especially in a 3v1 like this. You don't give them 1v1s.
You ain't getting anything, man. Ye is on it today.
He looked so sharp.
It's a really solid start from Envy.
Again, Gambit made with that one, switch of pace and try and
But
get a feel for maybe what
I feel like
setup
Bind
is
is a very
on a side,
momentum-based
but,
map.
again,
If you
we've
can't
already
really
seen
get
Envy
the
adjust
attack,
to a number
if
of
you can't really get the attack going with your team, it's really hard to get consistent rounds on Bind. I feel like defending is easier if the attacking team isn't having like a good time, right? If they don't have a good plan, or if what they want to do isn't really working out. There's a lot of comeback potential on defense, for sure.
Is this looking a little aggressive? Mob's putting...
I really like how aggressive Envy are playing, by the way. And Gambit are still playing the same default, right? They do Nats wall here. He's probably going to smoke off, throw the orb outside a lamp, and then Redgar holds bat, and Nats hold short. Meanwhile, 3 players work towards long. And they just try to get info, to try to make something happen. They're trying to build up the round, right? Before they decide on what to actually do.
So again, we've seen that aggression down towards that B side. But it is
Oh, he finds victory, reacts on that. That's huge. That flick is harder than it looks, by the way, guys. Like, to aim up and then flick down on reaction it's not easy. That's really hard. And that plays pretty high sensitivity.
I thought it was isolated, but comes down towards Victor like a guillotine.
I don't know if he expects Marv now, though.
It looks like Nats is on red alert. He's like, that seemed really weird. Where's the second?
Finds the second. And now I would do a reaction. If I'm Gambit, after these 2 kills, I would call to go A. Very fast, like take the spike and go now, because you have 2 picks.
Second he finds it. Huge impact from Nats in this round.
They're playing so patient. I would just go now at this point, I feel. Because you have 2 picks towards A, you probably know the Viper's there because you see the smoke, right?
Look at Gambit, though. They're still sat in the same default from 30.
Even the casters are, you know, shocked. They're not shocked, but they're as surprised as me, because they know the only player left on A was Viper, because they saw the smoke here, and Redgar has seen the wall outside of showers. Like, Viper's been playing A the entire game. But they're just playing it so patient. Like, it's actually insane. Maybe they're just thinking about the rotation from B, honestly. They got 2 kills here, and then Envy panic rotate Yay over to A, and they're staying, and then they just go B. Like, maybe that's what they're doing, right? They're expecting their rotation from Envy after Nats gets 2 kills on short.
They want to build that paranoia, that suspense throughout the round, and hope for a slip-up.
There it is. The patience
Yeah, they're so patient. It's insane. And they're still not doing it. Like, look, it's a 5v2, right? They can in the group really fast and just go B together. But Redgar is sneaking here. Like, they're playing it so slow. Like I said, like it's a typical CIS playstyle, right? Where you play very, very slow, and then towards the end of the round you go together and execute on something.
Maybe going to be that next layer of do they still clear for
Like, do you see how slow this is going? There's only 2 alive on enemy side. Like, I would go. I think they're doing it now. Yeah, 25 seconds left on the clock, and now they execute. In a 5v2. I like this, by the way. Look, there's 4 players executing towards B, and they're leaving Chronicle back here, just in case of a lurk from A. Like, this is super good. He gets full control. He probably has some, he probably has shock darts. He has 2 shock darts available, and he probably has it for the spike too. So I think it's very doable. If I'm Envy, I think I save here. But see, spike goes down with 10 seconds left on the clock. This is exactly what I've been talking about. They play super slow until they find a good opening, and then they execute together towards the end of the round. I think Envy just end up saving. Yeah, they're just saving. Let's fast forward. They're just saving this. Yeah, look at the reaction here from Nats. Just that shot is really hard.
They've been pretty on. And if Nats is starting to come alive, if he's going to start feeling that confidence here, what a what a big boon that would be for them.
Well, again, where we expect Gambit to kind of pick up the most in terms of information, in terms of a real grasp.
And then
is
Gambit to a
early round, right,
timeout.
where they're happy to sit so deep and just say, right.
I think the timeout here is probably a pretty good shot.
What's the setup? Who's where? What utilities in place to stop us? And then actually, that's when we might
And that's
see
the beauty of
Gambit
watching VODs, right? Because you can fast forward through timeouts.
Action off the back of this. We've been holding this default quite well. Yes, it's worked out.
Looks to me like Gambit are switching things up now. They're playing Redguard towards B, and they're playing Defo towards A. So they're actually they're switching their default up this round.
Okay, if, you know, maybe Nats catches two, but that's the first time we really saw Envy explore that A side as well, kind of push up a little deeper. Not
Wall
just
goes out from
shower,
Nats.
so
I think he's gonna
at
throw
this
the
point,
orb
maybe just
towards
trying to
Lamp,
address
where
across
Ye
the
is standing
board,
right
maybe a little
now.
bit of switch up, so I wanna see what
Ye
we
has
got.
an operator now, by the way. Jet operator on defense on bind is really strong. I feel like it's almost mandatory sometimes.
Back in with on this, what the approach may be is, yeah, he's got the
Yeah, look at this default. They switched it up completely. So Redguard is not playing showers anymore. He's playing towards B. And Chronicle, instead of playing towards B with Defo, they're both playing towards A. So they're playing more heavy towards A this round.
Defo on the other side with his, so both well equipped for this.
Viper ult. This Viper ult here from FNS is really good. It denies all of B long control. It literally gets everything.
Already, you're gonna hear that ult coming through. Envy, that's gonna be.
So all they really need to do, I think they just need to get some sort of info in hookah, or they can abandon it completely, because I feel like FNS can hold it on his own.
Blocking off B long. Yay. Throwing down a shot and needs to keep himself moving. He's gonna be doing the dance.
I always find it scary, like as a Sova player, I don't think it's worth to ult a Jet. I don't think so. Because the Jet can always dash away, right? Like, he might get hit once here, but if he gets hit once, he can updraft or dash.
Yay.
Like, it's really easy as a Jet to dodge Sova ult. It's super easy compared to any other agent.
But it has given that gateway forward. Nats is now super up close, but Yay bounded right round towards this. So again,
Yo, Kazi, what's up? What do you mean Iron Teacher? What's up, Shirana? How are you, man? Follows on. What do you mean by Iron Teacher? Not Iron. Maybe you're Iron.
with Marv, they're not sitting back on this. Marv so clean on that check. They have read Nats. You highlighted. We know that push. So does Envy.
That's a prime example of doing your homework. Again, that Hunter's Fury sent through, caused a bit of chaos.
Oh, Defo.
Defo nearly.
I mean, that's something, let's see. I want to go back here real quick.
So again, he's there with Marv.
Yeah, that's Sova ult. I don't know. I don't feel like it's worth to ult a Jet, because the Jet can get away so easily. And Marv kills Nats.
That's a prime example.
I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? If the Viper wall goes down and Nats has been playing A every single round, I think you can't expect him to walk up.
Again, that Hunter's Fury sent through, caused a bit of chaos.
Oh, Defo.
I think Defo saw Ye there. Hold on. Yeah, he saw him. He saw him jumping there. So Ye knows that Defo's aiming short, and Defo knows that Ye might peek here. So he's just holding a super tight angle. You see that?
Oh, Defo.
Super tight.
Yeah,
And then he drops the angle.
I like that one. And I do want to talk about that Yay Defo battle, because I've been seeing two looks for Defo.
I mean, during all of this as well, Redgar and Shadows are working towards B, and they know that the Viper ult is towards long, so they're kind of, I think they're expecting the Viper to stay towards long, and then they will hear the dog from Victor now on B site.
And very different here. He's, you know, found
but that's about it.
that room. I think Ye's a whole different beast altogether, though. That man is truly living up to the El Diablo, right?
The consistency factor is what separates those two players. And again, we've seen Defo drag his heels slightly online. I think that's fair to say.
The patience is insane.
Here, for me, Defo's been night and day to what we've seen previously. And actually a pivotal part of Gambit's success.
100%. I do want to keep our eye on that kind of concept of those two potential.
Looks like they want to go back towards A.
The switch up.
I think he swapped his operator for a Vandal because he wants to dash in. It's really tough to dash in with operator as Jet, really. So I think he's gonna look for an entry with the dash while Redgar is on the operator. Yeah, he dashes there towards Lamp, and it's really hard to do this with an operator, trust me. And also keep in mind, look, it's 15 seconds left on the clock, and like I said, this team, Gambit, they really like playing late. They really do.
We are down to about 12 seconds, so anything that denies the spike plant is going to be denying the...
And I mean, there's no Sage Wall or anything. They can just spam the smoke to stop the plant. So it's pretty risky by Gambit doing this. Yeah, you see that? They just stop the plant. Crashes those shock dart. There's no way. Yeah, they don't have time. And that's round done. That's the only really scary thing about playing this late into a round. You can, if you don't have a proper execute, or if you go too late, you can just get denied like that. You just die through the smoke when you try to plant.
Again, that's the one.
I don't know, I just hope you've had a great day so far, and I wish your day goes amazing ahead as well. Absolutely love watching your reviews on streets, and I ain't got time due to studies. It's okay, Weezo. Good luck. Good luck with the studies, and good luck with your uni assignment, Shirana. Feel free to lurk, guys.
Unless there's 5
Feel
alive
free
again,
to lurk.
Shados desperately trying to still bait some presence over in Hooker the whole time this is happening. Again, I love this here. They've read this perfectly.
Lurking is fine.
Just before that round as well, but this is another kind of side to Gambit we talked about, especially on the
Also Slayer
attack.
candidate.
When you've not really found anything, you can't just default hit a site, right?
And now they're
Especially
back. So they
both
did that
sides.
different. They did a different default where they put Chronicle and Defo towards A, and now they're back to doing the same thing pretty much. Nats is here, and Redgar is back here, right? And they're running 3 towards B, and they have the spike in market right now. So we're back to the normal default that Gambit do on a
That default plant on A is
on
so
bind.
difficult with nothing.
And let's then talk about Envy on the other side showing such patience.
Yeah,
They knew
yeah.
that clock was low. They were not taking super risky fights. They were holding deep on the back of site, allowed that clock.
And now Chronicle. I'm not really sure what Chronicle's role is during this round right now, because they're doing the same default pretty
to be
much.
noted, but not really affected, and can continue to go up.
Just ready.
Now we do have a slightly forward position coming out from Ye as well. I want to see if he does decide to go walkabouts, if he feels the
Defo's just looking for a line here. He's looking for an entry towards B, while the rest of them are working A.
Who knows? But the spike
I mean, Chronicle still has... He's used his drone and recon bolt,
down towards the back
so he can't really help
side.
Nats on short.
Taking that territory. This
They're
time
just
it's
looking
been
for
long.
something
We
to
have
work with
explore
here.
in a minute or two, so this could be a different look here.
Defo slow and methodical.
Playing it super slow, but he's taking his time. Like, this is something... It's really important to do this as if you play operator on attack. You have to take your time, but you can't really stay back. What's really common in ranked, for example, is that people play in this area here and they just stand still and they hold B long. The ideal thing that you want to do is that you want to use one of your teammates. So what Defo did, he probably asked Shados, or they have Shados said it himself, that he's going to flash towards B. And while the flash is going up, Defo can push up B long and he can take a line like this here. He can take this line there. So if anyone wants to jump out of hookah or if they want to cross to the side, Defo has it and he gets the kill. So they can just leave Defo here. His job is done, you know? The rest of the team, they can work towards A or they can work towards taking hookah control. But just having Defo planted in this area here, they can just leave him. He can play that area alone. Especially as Jet, because he has a dash to get away if things go bad. You can just look for something. You see that? Gambit, they're just fully leaving Defo alone right now. Because he's in such a good position. But that's the key thing. You need to get into a position like this on attack to do this. You can't sit back and just wait for someone to run into you. You need to be more active.
See Gambit are actually leaning this way as well.
I mean, this is still a
We're hitting
double
that
stack.
time, man. It's 30 seconds again.
Gotta drink some water. Cheers, guys.
In towards hookah. That's what worries me here. They've left this so late. 30 seconds to clear this and hope nothing
And again, we're late on the clock. 28 seconds left.
goes wrong. Bear in mind, there's still a flash that I know
Going in now would be
Victor
hard.
at the moment.
Shados
Shados
finds
does do
Ye.
really well, though. They still know there is going to be this guy here. Now the Seekers come out. He's
Oh,
in
that's so much...
trouble.
Victor finds one, really?
Last one still denies a bit
So
of
much
time.
utility coming out.
Rotations, they're a little
They heard 2
hurt.
TPing. They know 2 are... So now they know there's 2 by the TP and they know that there's most likely nobody on B.
Absolutely barrels into this. Spikes en route towards the site, though.
And it's a
can
3v3.
anything stop it? This fight, and already there's problems. 8
And you see that? Like, this is the scary thing about playing so late, because Crashes gets the Hunter's Fury active, he ults, and he stops the plant from Shados. So now Defo has to get on it.
Shados loses the spike and loses his life. Crashes does well. 4 seconds on the plot.
And it gets stopped by FNS.
Positioning was
It's
primed.
such a...
Chronicle, he
It
got
can
much
be
again
good
as
to
another
play
round
this
slips to
late
your fingertips.
if you waste the
Maybe don't
utility
care
of the
about
enemy
rotation
team,
frags, we got the round. Look at
but
this.
it can also be a pretty big gamble
Absolutely
sometimes.
running them out of this server right now.
Because you
Yeah,
can get
absolutely.
stopped like
The
that. You have
problem is,
Hunter's Fury, you have
right,
people
yes,
spamming you
they
to the
still find
smokes, you have
the kill
people
already.
hiding.
Contingency is in place. Envy have run down
There's so many
the
different
clock.
things that
They
can
put up
happen.
One hurdle. And all it
It's
is that
actually
double
crazy.
stack, it gets ripped apart by Gambit. But that doesn't matter. It's the 5 seconds bought there where the TP push can come through. Again, the Hunter's Fury is a factor from Crashes. And again, the fact he's even found the kill, not just denied the plant.
Yo, Punish, what's up?
Is huge.
Hope you're doing good.
Envy,
I mean, at least Shadows got to save the operator, but Gambit are on a low by now, so I'm not really sure what they're
again,
going to
this
try.
is a perfect example of adjusting to your opponent.
And it's subtle though, isn't it? It's not.
It's nothing special. It's nothing
No,
flashy.
No, there's no flashiness to it, but it's just very well considered. And again, the calling, the preparation.
I mean, they're pretty much doing the same default, even on a low buy, really.
Envy looking flashy.
I think Shadow's just gonna look for a kill.
Win theatrics.
I mean, Defo, I didn't realize, sorry, that's my bad, but Defo bought full armor this round and is using his Blade Storm, so they're pretty much gambling the entire round on Defo and Shadows finding picks. And it's worth to do. Like, if it's a low buy and you have Bladestorm available as Jet, you can buy full armor and just Bladestorm and try to find a kill or two. Because if you find one kill, you can give the gun to one of your teammates and your blades will reset if you don't right click.
And it's been gorgeous to watch. We've all been fans, of course. It's hard not
So you can actually you can win these rounds as Jet, or you can do a lot of damage. It's super winnable.
Kind of good mental approach, good
And if you have a teammate on a good weapon such as Shadows on the operator, then you know you make good things happen.
Pistols.
Or if Shadows gets a kill with the operator, right? Defo can go and get that gun because he has his dash.
And just to note, this is the
And then they play with 3 guns.
Gambit on this map in recent performances. I think that the next was 5 from Supermassive.
But these rounds, of course, they're hard to win, but it's more winnable with Bladestorm. And if you play, you guys know, if you play good on Jet, you're gonna farm your Bladestorm. Like, you're gonna have it pretty frequently. So there's nothing wrong with trying something out. You shouldn't save it for the perfect moment. It's definitely worth to pop, even on low buys. Ooh. Playing it with Shadows. That's super good. That's super good. They got 2 kills and Shadows traded both. They got 2 trades and now it's a 3v3. Does he know about Redgar? He doesn't know about Redgar. Oh my god, that's a 3v2. And look at the rest of the A players. They have full lamp control. So all Redgar has to do now is just get the spike down and hopefully not die to Yay. And he finds Yay, crashes trades, and then 2 players are coming out of lamps. No way, right? No way Crashes wins this, right? Okay, yeah. We see what I mean? Like, you pop Bladestorm on Jet, and if one of your teammates has a gun, like, you can do a lot of things. Because as Jet, you can go first, right? Defo went first into showers, and Shadows was just ready for the trade, and he got 2 trades. It turned into a 3v3. Redgar stayed in the corner, didn't expect him. 3v2, and then they just executed on A together.
They find the one kill that matters, which is the spike, right?
Huge round, actually. Massive round for Gambit here.
More of a forward hold, right, on the side of Envy, and it's an anti-eco round, so daring, again, call that what you want. Must be nice. Shadows finds a freebie on the way in there. Finds a second, fair enough.
Yeah, I hope you guys are having a nice day so far, by the way. Hope it's nice. This is pretty chill to do compared to playing ranked right now. I'm really enjoying this, and I think we can all learn from it. So now, let's see. So now Gambit are on a low buy, and one thing that you can do is you can buy Marshall. Like, the Marshall on defense is really, really strong, guys. Even if you hit the body, it does 101 damage. And if you have teammates that, for example, buy a Ghost, like Crashes does this round, you can, or a Sheriff, like Marv does, all they really need is like a body shot or 2. You know, with the Sheriff, it's 1 body shot, with the Ghost, like 2 or 3. But still, they will be at 50 HP, or 49 HP, sorry. If you hit them with the Marshall once to the body. And as Jet, you can shoot a bullet, hit them in the body, dash away, re-peek, maybe hit a second player in the body. Or if you hit a headshot, that is also a 1-shot kill, and it's really cheap. The Marshall goes for 950. So there's a lot of situations where you can buy a Marshall on a low buy round and still do something. And you know, if you hit the headshot like that, then you know you get a lot of value out of the gun. So now it's a 5v4, and there's a potential for a win, you know? Yo, Vic, what's up, man? Enjoy the lurk. Hope your morning is going good, bro.
Plays up towards that B-long, and now look at him instantly on the swing as well. Going to switch things out. Going to maybe fill that gap with like maybe FNS coming on.
So this round, it's hard to win for Envy, right? But Ye finds the first pick, and now he's on A. Like, he has the quickest rotation ever, right? He goes straight from that kill to heaven on A. And even if he doesn't hit the headshots, he can still go for the body shots, and it still brings value to his team, and it makes them, you know, they have the potential of winning the round. It's a really hard round to win because Gambit are on a full buy. Nats has Viper's Pit available, Redgar has the wall, so it's really, really hard for him to stop. But there can be a lot of damage done here.
He's just the gun barrel. 2 now. Crossy can call it. There's gonna dart towards the back of the site. Sees another cross.
He hits Chronicle in the body.
Does find Victor. So again, those rifles coming through. Chronicle.
And then there was potential there. Like, look, Ye has hit 2 body shots now. 1 on Chronicle, 1 on Shadows. If Marv hit the shot with the Sheriff, he would have had the kill in the body, just because Ye previously did 101 damage. So if you buy a Marshall and your teammates can afford a Sheriff, then it's actually pretty strong on low buy rounds. It's pretty underestimated. Underrated, I would say. You're tired, Vic, and you gotta go to school. You got this, man. Me and the chat believe in you, bro. Easy peasy.
Because you imagine if he just slid out there, denied the spike
Look at this
plant,
crispy
still able to
headshot,
side,
though.
they can pull and push between each other.
I wonder why. I need to look at this. I'm gonna pause. I wonder why. Look, Defo's looking at him, kinda. Not really. Well, he kind of like turns around. Check this out. I'll try to pause it when he sees him. You see? He peeks him with his back towards him, and this allows Ye to have that tiny bit of extra time to line up the headshot. You see, it's kind of weird. And I'm pretty sure Ye realized that. He's like, he has his back towards me, and then he has like a split, like half a second extra to line up, which makes the headshot much easier. I wonder why Defo had it back. Maybe he was expecting a flash or something? Not sure. And now Envy are on a full buy, Gambit on a full buy. We have, see, Victor is back on the Seekers. Like, you farm them really, really fast. Nat still has Pit, and Chronicle has Hunter's Fury. They can do a lot of stuff. What's the stream role? It's like, I mean, if you want any updates about the stream or access to the stream channels, then you react to that in the Discord, Mubashi.
It'll be Redgar, potentially Shados in there to...
You can just react to both, man. You have nothing to lose. And look at this, Gambit are doing a different... they're not really doing a default now, they're just making a play. They're playing very heavily towards A. They're playing 4 players towards A and 1 towards B. So Redgar is the one watching the push. And the reason why Redgar is watching the push right now towards B is because he doesn't really have to be with the team to help them, right? Like, he can put stars down based on info on minimap and based off info from teammates through voice chat, right? So he can put stars down, he can pull, he can stun, he can smoke. He doesn't really have to be with the team. And he can look for a play or for somebody pushing from B to find an opening there if A doesn't work out.
Will lean heavier towards A. There's only 2 members of Envy this time.
They don't shower. They know Showers is empty now. They do the Astro Wall as well in combination with the Viper Wall. That's kind of cool that they do the Astro Wall with the Viper Wall towards A. That's interesting. Look at that. You see? So if they push through the Astro Wall, they will also decay from the Viper Wall. And I think their vision will be worse as well. So if they push through this, it will be harder for... It will take longer for them to see someone on the other side of the wall. Defo dashes in really fast, smokes. I like that, by the way. He smokes here, and then he dashes out, and then clears the side. It's really, really good. But the only thing here... Actually, this is interesting. I just realized. So Defo dashes in, right? He smokes, dashes in, and he has the spike. So I think what they're doing here is that they're playing pretty heavily for post plant. They're not really taking side control this round with this setup. And Chronicle used his Hunter's Fury as well. I just need to see where. There it is. So he's outside of Showers here, and he's gonna Hunter's Fury towards side. That's pretty good too. So this is all planned, right? Defo dashes in. He's gonna go for the plant here. Hunter's Fury comes out, and the Hunter's Fury is lined up with the wall. So if anyone wants to push in to stop Defo planting, they will take a lot of damage because they have to take the decay from the Viper's wall, and they will eat a hit from Hunter's Fury.
Gets popped.
Or oh, actually, I think it's for both purposes, right? Like, you can stop people on the wall, but he's also getting info lamp. Because that's the only area that they don't have control over. They have control over all of this, right? But if you look on the minimap, they're not inside of lamp yet. So they're making sure to use the Hunter's Fury in lamp to get info, right? Or to get the person in lamp out of there. Because it looks to me like Nats and Shadows wants to take control over it. So that's cool. So Hunter's Fury for lamp control. Defo dashes in to plant the spike. Astro Wall, Viper Wall down to take control over the area right here. Spike goes down. They play a good post plant together. Round is done.
Again, not much being found for this. Spike going in, they don't really have much of a say in the matter. Marv, how have you got that on Shadows?
And Nats gets Viper spit down in lamps, and that's huge. They can't really push him there. Good snake bite from Nats as well. He just has to stay there now. And it also covers the spike. That's interesting. Look at that. It covers the spike. So if they want to defuse, they actually have to go into the pit. I wonder if this is intentional, if this is calculated, or if this is just a pure coincidence. But the spike is right here in the pit.
He's got his ult now, just ticking away. Yay on the other side.
I don't think it's intentional. Maybe it is, you know, that's just really good. Maybe he thought about this before. I mean, it is a pro team. Like, you would kind of expect them to go into a custom game and try these things out together, right? So he probably knows that if he ults here, it covers the spike, and they probably made sure that they plant in the right spot.
Redgar is in such a dirty spot now.
Maybe I'm overthinking it, or maybe they actually did this. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they went through this stuff in a custom game, because, you know, in the end, they're a professional team, and they need to put a lot of time into this stuff.
This is still the contingency plan. Chronicle has fallen, but Nat still stands, and yeah, FNS
They don't
can
expect
consider it,
Nats
but
there.
to deal with it. And now the mad flank from Redgar.
Oh.
What the hell did Jay just do?
I wonder why
The
Redgar
hell
was
I
there.
watched, we
Like,
still
I
have
feel like they should have
problems.
played around the spike.
Crashes.
To me, that setup looked like they wanted to play post plant, right? With all of that utility and all the control they had, to me it looked like they wanted to play the clock, but they... I feel like they could have played it more together, but I see their idea. Like, it was a really good idea. Not an easy round for Gambit.
I'm not entirely sure.
The idea
at
was
the
good
moment
though.
of which
I
that
really
fits
liked
back
the
in their
execution
favour,
of the idea.
all you got to think is
It's just after
don't
the
have
spike
challenge,
went
right?
down. That was
At
the
this
main
point here,
problem.
They have to buy time for Redguard to come through, and again, you can
They
see
kind of
that.
they gave up too much side control because Nats had all of lamp and they just had to keep an eye towards the spike. And this also kind of tells me that the Viper's pit was not intentional for the spike, or maybe he took it down to not block the spike, because it was kind of like a smoke for the enemy team. Virtual, but I think the reason why Nats cancelled his pit was because it was blocking the spike. Like, his teammates probably called it, or he knew about it, that the Viper's pit was covering it, and he was the only one in the Viper's pit, so it's really hard for Nats to stop it. He needed vision on the spike for his teammates, so I think that's why. And he also pushed out on timing. He went out really late to buy his team more time, but he ended up dying. So I like the general idea.
Again, Redguard.
Just unfortunate.
How did he find all of that?
Nice.
3 on site.
And then the air fist bumps, you know.
Absolute madness to me. He walked into the Viper's
Nice.
just coming through from pipes, and
Also, what's up, Virtual? But hope you're doing good. Hello, this guy's Fox. Welcome, welcome.
He looked in a position to stop that from
Hope all is well.
happening altogether.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, we have so many people here
Again,
today.
this pace looks different, though.
Poggers.
Gambit not holding that traditional default, a heftier lean towards that B site. Yeah, he is here. No op this time, but
And now they're playing. Ooh, actually, let me break that down. I didn't realize about the Viper wall that Nats did. So
Madness to me. He walked into the Viper's pit just
he
coming
does
through
the
from
wall
pipes,
where you can walk through it, so you can walk like this to catch someone, right? He does that wall, and it denies a lot of info, because if they want to peek short, they have to push through the wall. That's the key thing about this wall, because if Nats does the normal wall that splits the site like that, the Envy can just peek down short and get info. Meanwhile, this wall denies info on short, and they can work towards B. Because, like, look at this B stack right now. There's 4 players going towards B, and I'm assuming that Nats he'll probably join them, but he's going to stay here for a little while, because his role is mainly to control short.
I'm not sure what the setup was on the other side. I know we were sat watching Nats, but he looked in a position to stop that from happening altogether.
no, I'm with you. We go again. This pace looks different, though. Gambit not holding that traditional default, a heftier lean towards that B site. Yeah, he is here. No op this time, but he does have the ult. They're playing from site itself and one towards kind of elbow, just waiting to see.
So now Gambit know that 2 players teleported. And I wonder how they're going to stop this, because they're all towards B. There's nobody towards A. Envy are on a quick rotation, right? 2 people TP'd. Marv is rotating through CT. They will have 5 players towards B really fast. I'm actually really interested how they react to this TP. So Chronicle is probably going to go here. That's it. Defo just straight up peeks it. Oh, and that's where the Redguard star comes in. Look at that. So I talked about this a couple of rounds ago, right? Where they have a star ready in the TP. He did this one over here as well in a previous round. So that's actually really cool. And I see the play now. So they have a star ready in the TP just in case of the TP play happening that I talked about earlier. And what's interesting to me is that Redgar does not use the pull, and he does not use the stun when they TP. He actually uses the smoke, because the smoke is at the edge of the door. I'll show you guys now. This is really interesting to me. You see that? Let me see if we can get a better view of. There it is. So the smoke is at the edge of this doorway. So if they want to push out of the smoke, Defo or Chronicle will see them before Envy sees Gambit, right? So Defo and Chronicle have the vision advantage. They see them first because they have to push through a smoke. So you see the gun barrel and you can kind of prepare yourself for the kill rather than gambling a pull or rather than gambling a stun. Because if they pull or stun, the players in the teleporter, they can just stay there. They can wait it out. Meanwhile, an Astro Smoke lasts for a long time, guys. It lasts for more than 10 seconds. And if they want to push out, again, Defo and Chronicle see them, they get the kill. So I like that play. I like he's ready with the star before the round even starts. They TP and he smokes, and then they have the advantage. It's huge. It's massive. And they know one more is there because they heard the TP. They heard 2 TP sounds. And Redgar and during this time as well, while all of this is playing out outside of the TP, Gambit are getting side control on B.
It's marked with 2, but it's all favorable trades towards Gambit.
A big brain play from Redgar. I like that a lot. I really like that a lot. Why do so many people in this game have such an ego? Timid? What region do you play in, first of all? But I get that feeling too. Like, people have a massive ego in this game, and I feel like the reason why is because of the ranking system, honestly. The ranking system makes you feel like you're way better than you truly are, you know? Like, if you hit Immortal for the first time, like, you might think that it's a really good rank because it's like, it's one of the top ranks in the game, right? It's one of the highest ranks available if you hit Immortal. But when you hit Immortal, you're not even halfway to Radiant, and people don't even understand that, right? You hit Immortal, you're literally not even halfway to Radiant skill-wise. And you're like 10% of the way there when it comes to pro play. But in the ranking system, you're at the top. You're at the top. Like, don't get Immortal is like top 1%, top 0.5%. And the game kind of makes you know that, you know, you are literally one of the highest ranked players. But you're still like you're bottom, you're at the bottom, and then it inflates people's egos, you know? It's just, I don't know.
Very fast round.
I find the ranking system really irrelevant in this game. I can't take it serious in the current state. And then also it's just how human beings work, right, Timid? You achieve something, you do good. A lot of people get an ego over it, you know, because they feel like they're better than another human being just because they accomplished something that other people haven't. But you know, like I would not get an ego over getting Immortal like that. That would be very weird to me, to be honest, because I understand that rank. Like, that rank is not really good compared to the best players. But yeah, you know, like, people hit Diamond and they're like, dude, I'm ready. I hit Diamond now. I'm ready. I'm gonna get signed to G2 next. Like, I'm gonna DM. I'm gonna email Team Liquid right now, dude. You know, like, Excel will pick me up. You know, it starts here. I'm gonna get on a pro team. No worries. Diamond 2. Maybe I'll hit Diamond 3 soon. You know, like, yeah, let's go. You know, like, that's a lot of people. That's how they see it. You know, they hit Diamond or some shit for the first time, and then it's like, yo, I'm gonna go pro.
Recently versus other teams that Gambit have faced. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, let's head down to the desk to see if they think this is enough. Has Envy posted enough rounds? Gambit.
And now we're switching half.
Sort of deficit in a while, guys.
So like I said before, like 5-7 is actually pretty good because, you know, a bind can be pretty good for the attackers if they get the flow going, right? Like, if their plan works, if what they want to do works, you can kind of roll on attack because it's pretty momentum based. But the safer thing to gamble on is defense on this map, really. It's pretty safe. Like, the defensive side on bind has a massive comeback potential, and 5-7 is a pretty good scoreline. Yo, Feel My Goods, what's up? I like the name. It's a cool name. Hope all is well.
Great question, Pan.
And again, the beauty of VOD reviews, we can fast forward during the breaks, right? It's pretty nice. So I'm gonna focus, like, this VOD has mainly been focused on Gambit. I've been trying to touch on some things that Envy have been doing. But let's mainly focus on the Gambit setup here, right? So they're playing Redgar and Nats towards B. They're not playing Viper towards A. And then they're playing 3 towards A. And I find it interesting that they're playing Sky and Sova on the same side. Because I feel like you can get so much info. I feel like you only need one of them per side. But playing 2 isn't wrong either. And they're also, like I said before, the most common play on bind is to stack towards B, right? So you go 2A, 3B, or you go 1A, 4B. Most of the time on pistol round on defense. But this round, it seems like they're going 3 towards A and 2 towards B.
Reading this so perfectly, this has been something on our mind here, and I feel like, at least in that initial half, we did have Envy having the correct answers to the Gambit puzzle. However, half switch, whole new dynamic. Yeah,
I think start off with the pistol.
Really interested to how Gambit are gonna play this. So they're doing the standard wall towards A. FNS is doing it right now.
For me, is our Envy.
I mean, they have a similar setup to Gambit. I mean, Gambit had Redgar working showers and Nats holding short, but they're working 2 short right now and 3 towards B. The 3 towards B pretty much the same as Gambit. They're going pretty aggressively with the drone, Shadows with the flash to get info. And now he knows that there's at least one player on short because of the flash sound, right?
Gambit,
and Devil's playing on top of the truck.
Again, we know.
And instantly gets the kill. That's the scary thing about pushing short, because you don't really clear the top of the truck on the first round. It's, you know, like, you try to clear the lower areas first. You clear this line first. You don't really think about looking up here. And Defo's just ready for it. Like, he's just aiming, crouch here and aiming. And if Defo misses his shots or if something bad happens, he can always dash away. And he has 2 teammates ready to peek with him. Shock Dart comes out. Defo stays on top.
Start things off and
look at that rotation from Gambit. They get the kill. They wait about 3 to 4 seconds. And then they instantly go. I wonder if they heard anything if the Nats or Redgar heard anything towards B, because this rotation is really fast, guys. It's actually insanely fast. Like, this rotation is within 3 to 4 seconds of Defo getting the kill on short. Look at that. They're leaving. Oh, and they go back. I think they hesitate. Yeah, like, they probably called that it's most likely gonna be B, or they called for the rotation to B, and then Defo gets a little bit scared, so he's going heaven just to stay with his teammate, just in case. I mean, they can play 3 towards B. That's no problem. Oh, Chronicle finds Crashies on A. So that's the A lurk. And I think now we will see the B rotation because Chronicle found Crashies on B. On A, sorry.
So actually, there's still a lot of favored Gambit
yeah,
in this round.
There's the rotation now.
Now they know this player's coming up.
What?
And Shadows finds too.
You're a lucky boy to keep you alive.
I like the reaction from Gambit. Like, they play it so fast, right? Like, Defo gets the first kill on A, and then they instantly just rotate off and start thinking about what Envy are gonna do next.
It couldn't have been easier as a start.
That's
no, it's not the person you'd expect to see. Obviously, push out on the backside of the flag.
And keep in mind, guys, another reason why they can have those fast reactions is that pro teams watch other pro teams a lot. You know, they VOD review pro games. So in Berlin, I would assume that Gambit watched most of Envy's games. They've probably watched, they've studied their VODs. I would assume that the coach would do that too, right? So they know their default plays. So it's all about recognizing that pattern when it happens, right? So if we go back to the first round, right? Defo kills FNS on short, and they heard the Sova drone, right? So maybe they've seen a VOD of Envy playing before where FNS and Crashies play on short, right? They both play on short. And as soon as they kill FNS and they hear the drone on short, they know that it's 3 on B because they've seen this play from Envy before. Like, it's not random stuff that Envy are making up. Like, you make these default setups as a team. So if a team studies you, you can counter that pretty easily. And I think that could be one of the reasons why Gambit gets such a quick reaction. I feel like there's a lot of stuff to take in a pro game. What's something that I should be looking out for as a silver player? Cyrus, I have a command for that in the chat. Those are the main points, but the key thing as a silver player really is just playing the game, really. Like, when you're when you're in a lower rank, like, I don't want to say that you're bad. You are bad compared to the best players in the game or the higher ranks, right? But I would rather replace the word bad with unexperienced, because that's really what it is. If you're in a lower rank, you're unexperienced and you need to build more experience. And how do you do that? You build more experience by playing the game a lot and thinking about it. So every time you die, every time a play works, just think about why you died, why the play worked, why didn't it work, what situations can it work in. And you can also gain a lot of experience by watching things like this. So this is pro play. You can watch high ranked players stream or watch their VODs too. You know, like, a lot of these stuff isn't really going to happen in your games, but you can build experience because through this you learn how to play correct Valorant. And when you Cyrus, when you gain experience from pro players or higher ranked players, you will realize and you will be able to abuse people in your ranks that don't play correct Valorant. Because you will notice people peeking wrong, having wrong positioning, using utility wrong. Like, you will notice these kind of things after watching a VOD like this. And having somebody like me breaking it down can help a lot too. Did you watch the YouTube video with Leffen? He thinks Nickelodeon also bro, is gonna be sick. Yeah, I watched all his stream yesterday pretty much whenever I could. The game looks insane. All right, first round was done.
Create a gap somewhere, but not an awful lot achieved there. And
but I hope that advice helps, Cyrus. Hope it helps. Like, it is easier said than done. Trust me, it's way easier said than done. But that's really the main idea of it. Just play and think about what you're doing, and try to copy what other people are doing who are better than yourself. That's the key thing, really. Anyways, you see this what I talked about earlier? So Gambit win the first round. They're all buying up. They're buying a Marshall on defo. Marshall on defense is pretty good. But we also see a Marshall on attack from Ye. Because he's gambling it pretty much, you know? Like if he hits a good body shot or a good headshot, that can literally snowball the round.
Again, like I said,
But it is a low buy round, and I guess they will just try different things out. Like they're just spreading out around the map and checking things out. I like the setup from Gambit. Like they're just playing 2B, putting Redgar in spawn actually, and then 2 towards A.
Which he has. Always a possibility.
So they're on the full buy. Got it.
But again, I'm looking for the same thing. Can Envy be the ones in control of the pace?
And also, the Marshall is pretty good. So if they win this round, if Gambit win this round, which they should, right? Because they have their full buy. Marshall third round in a bonus isn't bad at all. I mean, if you hit your headshot, it's a one-shot headshot across the map. It doesn't matter what the range is. If you body shot, it's 100 damage to the body. And your teammates will be on Spectres, as you can see here. If most of them survive, they will be on Spectres. Chronicle will be on a Vandal. But most of them will be on the Spectre. And you guys know how fast somebody on 50 HP dies. So if Defo hits good body shots next round, if he manages to save the Marshall, it's really, really good for the bonus. Marshall is underrated, guys. It costs 950. It's super cheap as well. Not really hitting the shots right now, though.
Will be forced back from this. So shower control has been gained. Flash
there we go.
Disregarded by
and if Envy didn't buy any armor, so body shot is one-shot kill on this round too. And the no-scope accuracy is really good, and you can shoot it really fast. How to win the second round after losing the first round in particular shot? You can give an example on Bind. Nico, it's really hard. But it all comes... So if you lose pistol round and you want to win second round, it all comes down to finding a pick. Really. You need to do a weird play and you need to find a kill. Either play with your teammates, try to like use some sort of utility or try to gain some sort of positional advantage. But it all comes really down to finding one kill and getting the gun. Because that's really how you do it. Like it's really hard to win second round. It's kind of a... Like you just have to do it a lot, Nico. Like there's no particular strat, you know? You should just try to find a kill somewhere. For example, if you're playing defense, if you lose pistol and you're playing defense, what you can buy a shorty and just hide in a corner, you know? Wait for somebody to lurk up and you kill them, get their gun, and then potentially snowball the round from there. Like, you just have to play really weird and just look for that one kill. Do you aim trend, and if yes, what routine do you follow? Ace Draco, good thing you ask. I have a command for it right in the chat. There we go. Hope it helps.
Round for
but my aim routine is mainly just doing aim lab for like 20 to 30 minutes just to warm up a little bit, and then I play 1 or 2 death matches and then I'm good to go. Like I don't like overdoing it at all. Like I just like getting warm, feeling okay, feeling like I can control my mouse, and then I go into it.
Gambit, and the score has been closed now. So that's the instant response. 7-7, game back on.
Well, next question being, what can Envy achieve on their first buy round?
So let's see the bonus round here from Gambit. Let's see what the guns they actually have. There we go. So look at that. So they all managed to have guns. Look, Gambit have a Vandal on Shadows, 3 Spectres, and a Marshall on Redgar. So if Redgar hits a body shot on like 1 or 2 players, it's really easy to finish off with the Spectres. Meanwhile, Envy have their full buy. And if Envy lose this round, then it's gonna be really shaky for their economy next round.
Particular adjustments on the side of Gambit. Actually, say that.
And now the Gambit know that one is on long at least because the bird did a sound. I like, look at that. Defo is in the Astra smoke, in the Astra one-way on top of the box. He's listening for sounds. And as Jet, you can try these kind of plays. I think that's the reason why Defo dropped the Marshall to Redgar, because he wanted to sit on top of the box there and just listen for sounds. He's playing for the close range fight, because as Jet you can dash away, and Spectre is mostly effective in mid to close range. Long ranging Spectre is really hard.
Envy relying on something towards B long, but 3 members of Gambit that side.
Yeah, I want to see what, because FNS is on the other side to Def. I don't think Devo's going to push too much deeper on this, but it depends on the amount of contact and pressure they get towards that B site.
Gambit are just chilling. Like, I mean, Defo is still on top of the box, and they're playing 3 towards B right now, with Nats walling this off here. So it's really like, you see how scared Envy are, by the way? Nats does the wall here. It cuts off B long, and it cuts off hookah, and they're pretty scared of pushing this area here. It's insane how much pressure one Viper wall can do in a pro game like this.
Similar look here from Envy, taking the
and now Defo's ready. I think the reason why Defo even stays up here without a smoke is the fact that he's playing Jet. Because the dash, you can just get away if things go bad. Oh, I accidentally hit 3 on my keyboard. But we know what round it was. It was 7-7. And Defo was looking short. So we should be around there. There we go, we're back.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Very similar look here from Envy, taking the time across the map. This default is holding. They are swinging slightly back towards A, but the spike is not particularly.
And he repositions himself. You see that? He goes into Lamb. Like, they're all trying to play closer angles. Chronicle is playing outside of Bath because he has a Spectre, and Defo's taking a Lamp control because he has a Spectre. Like, they're trying to play optimally for their guns, basically.
Making too many moves until now.
This is interesting on the back.
Because again, this round doesn't really matter too much for Gambit. If they lose, they will full buy next. Because they have an insane bonus round, right? So all they want to do is just do a lot of damage to Envy or get a lot of frags. If they win the round, then that's even crazy. The winning bonus is insane. But let's see how this one plays out.
Yeah, Chronicle and Defo.
Yeah, he finds a kill on Redgar. That's the Marshall dead, by the way.
Cause a couple of issues for Envy if they wanted to lean the other
Oh,
side.
Chronicle on timing.
Chronicle pushed in, isolates
That's
Spectre.
smart.
The
So
timing
he just heard the orb and then swung out.
could not have been better to make it back to a 4v4.
Look at Ye's HP now, by the way. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, even if Gambit lose right now, 1 kill and getting Ye this low is already pretty decent because he has to buy full armor next round. FNS dies. He tries, what does he do?
Make it back to a 4v4.
What does FNS do? So Defo runs, so Marv smokes here by the truck. And that's actually something you can do to abuse smoke. So let me see if I can pause it at a good moment for you guys. You'll see it here. So there. So Defo, so here's the thing. You can abuse the enemy team's smoke character in different ways. And one way that you can do it is like this here. So Defo hears the Astra star being popped. It pops into a smoke. It's literally raised right now. He rushes into the smoke because he knows that most likely there won't be anybody in the smoke. Right? And if somebody is in the smoke, they would see Defo before they see him. But Defo has a Spectre, right? And it's pretty effective close range. So he gambles it, basically. He gambles that there's nobody in the smoke. If anyone is in the smoke, the main gamble is getting the kill, right? But I'm pretty sure that he doesn't expect anyone to be in the smoke. So he gets there before the enemy team get into their own smoke. And they're not ready for it. And I think that's how FNS dies. Because he's in the smoke right now. And look, FNS is just about to push up. Defo knows that they did not have enough time to get into the smoke because it just popped when he was in lamps.
Just steps himself towards the side,
and there it is, you see? Because the thing is, when you're in a smoke, you see them before they see you when they walk in. It's the same thing if you're outside of a smoke and somebody wants to walk out, you see them before they see you. So it's very important to keep this concept in mind.
To be amongst them, and he is! FNS completely unawares as Chronicle now comes back. Envy are pinched in this one. Oh,
What?
Defo! You're insane right now. Ye and Crash is gonna have to do some big work, and look, it is those.
And it is a 2v2, and this is already a very successful bonus round for Gambit.
No way.
But they have a massive chance of winning it too.
Unbearable, and like, oh, you're gonna try and play late in a round, are you? You're gonna go for a late plant, remember? How we kept being denied these spike plants? Yeah, enjoy it. 5 seconds left, and Crashies has to clutch out a 1v2, and he knows that chance is gone from him now.
There's no way.
Accept the fate as Gambit will make it to 8. And Envy, whew.
Very nice play. What's up, Davis? Sorry, man. Good morning, bro.
Keeping so much
Hope all is
control
well.
here. Some of those shots as well were just unthinkable stuff.
Again, Chronicle being in position at this
Right,
point
Gambit
in the
just
round,
played in good
actually
positions
react
for
on
their
that
weapons.
orb, being picked up is kind of crazy, but Defo.
Very nice bonus. So now if you take a look here, they have really good money on Gambit. Like, it's pretty good. They won their bonus round. Now they're all just gonna upgrade to rifles, right? Because the players that were alive, they could swap their guns for Vandals or Phantoms, because Envy had a full buy that round. And now Gambit are on a full buy, meanwhile Envy are on a low buy, and it's 8-7.
An AR, to be honest with you. And again, can we call that hesitancy on the side of Envy? Again, maybe anticipating the Gambit were going to be aggressive and try and fight for showers. Potentially, they were sat very deep outside.
Yay on the Marshall,
No real
by the way.
push, and again, like you said, Gambit, they find their comfort zone.
I think Defo peeks showers pretty early here because he has his dash. Like, that's something I really like doing that on defense. Peeking barriers early for information.
Which is 30 seconds left.
Especially if you're a Jett player.
He's alive.
Yeah, you see that? You see how much he's working showers right now? We can't really see his perspective, but we see it on the minimap. He gets control over this line right here.
Yeah, he will be.
Meanwhile, Nats does the same wall as before. He's just trying to play around it, and then he has the support from Shadows on backside, and they're playing 3 towards A. They also have an Astra Star. Look at that. The Astra Star is literally on the wall. So if they push through the wall, he can call for something like a stun pull or whatever.
first to swing long. We'll be giving it again. No aggressive peaks on the side of Gambit, other than this very, very deep angle held by Defo and Showers.
Drone comes out. They do the Viper wall.
At least send out a probe. Nats, yeah, he was spotted now.
They spotted Nats. That's why he broke it.
How do we approach this now again? Gambit not giving away.
Look at the positions from Gambit, by the way. Like, they're not playing overly aggressive. Nats rotates back to elbow, and Shadows is still playing in the site. And I think he's doing a Trailblazer here. Pretty sure there's a dog coming out. Yeah.
No possibility.
So they know there's one on long. They know it's two on long, actually, because they heard the orb take as well.
I guess they've taken the first step in, but there's still so much utility that Gambit can burn through. And, I mean, Envy, yeah, they're not being given many opportunities, so it looks like they're going to maybe eye up that A site instead. Defo does take a touch of damage, but not enough to really put him under too much strain just yet.
Let's
He still
see.
has Chronicle here with him.
I like how aggressively, like, they know that Envy are on a low buy right now, so they can take interesting positions, right? Like, Defo's far back here, and then Chronicle is pushing Lamp for a potential
I
pick.
guess FNS is going to bridge the gap.
I think it's pretty good timing. I don't think they expect him to go all the way around Lamps like this.
Absolutely in no man's land here. There
Yeah,
it is.
Chronicle finds one, finds two.
Finding Ye.
Really good rotation
And
for
no
Chronicle
quick
into
trade.
Lamp. I like that a lot.
Puts himself in a safe
3
position.
and 4.
Chronicle
Oh.
is dominating
I wonder if
right
he heard the
now.
footsteps or if he
He's
just
going
shot.
through to the side. That's his. Have a look
Nice.
elsewhere.
Nice 4K.
Gambit now closing in towards double digits with a Prime Gaming flawless in
Oh, that was a really good timing from Chronicle.
Running rings around.
Ah, he knows, because they shot through the smoke. Those sheriff shots coming out of the smoke. Look at that.
in this one.
You see the tracers here. Let's see if I can pause on a good time. There, you see? This tracer right here, this is Sheriff from behind the smoke, and that's how he knew. So he doesn't know the exact positioning of the player, but he knows that there is at least one more behind the smoke.
Running rings around.
And that's why he
Envy as they
sprays
try
that
and creep up towards
after
A
getting
side.
the third kill.
Again, the counter peaks is perfectly timed.
Really nice.
So well played. And again, Envy, this is
It's
another
nice.
round where
Cosmo,
they
what's
tried
up?
to bait
Hello.
a little presence.
Welcome.
They tried to force out a rotation or to find some, literally become a factor for Envy. This
Sorry, let's go back. Look at so now Envy are back on a full buy, right? Gambit have insane money because they won their bonus round and the round previously when where Envy was on a low buy, and then now Envy are on their full buy with Ye on an operator, and they're playing very heavily towards A. They're playing 4 towards A, and they're leaving the Astra on the lurk pretty much because what I said earlier, you don't really need Astra to be with your team at all times because your utility is global. You can use it everywhere, so you don't have to be in person to help out. Flash comes out. So they know that there's a Sovan Sky towards A right now because the Recon Bolt came down and the Flash came up. So they know there's at least 2 towards A. They hear the dog. Devil's gonna break it most likely.
A little bit of something for Crashies too. Coming in with the ult.
Ye finds Chronicle on short, I think. I think Chronicle got greedy because they have a one-way smoke here from their Astra, but I think he got greedy with the peak.
Yeah, he's already found Chronicles. That's a huge pickup, especially on that A side.
Do they know about Defo here though?
Impactful Chronicles been. Defo is actually going to work forward in this. Now, FNS has been here. Time.
And that's a mechanic right here, by the way, guys. If you're Viper and you bring your smoke down, you see them before they see you. It's a unique Viper mechanic. It's really, really weird. So I don't know if you will see it from FNS perspective, but FNS sees Defo before Defo sees him. So you have the advantage as Viper when your orb goes down.
Has been here time and time again, but he's quicker on the trigger and he finds Defo. So
if you have good reaction time, like you win most of those fights, most of those 1v1s.
Has now been unraveled, but Shadows finds Marved in no man's land.
How did they push? Let me go back. How did it? Oh, I like that. They double push B long. They completely ignore hookah because they have Nat's Viper wall there. They don't really expect anyone to push through it, and they just double push long.
Chronicles, that's a huge pickup, especially on that A site. We've seen how impactful time, I guess,
that's a massive kill, by the way. Because after getting this kill on Marv right here, right there, Gambit know that that was the lurk. That was the lurk, and they 100% know it's gonna be A now. So now it's a 3v4. Ace Draco, I will answer your question after this round.
Finds Marved in no man's land. Now that's a little weird, but we're going to have the Seekers popped for that attacking side. Want to confirm where these problems are going to start coming from.
Are they going for this or will they save?
From this side, FNS now just puts down the utility, buys a bit of
I
time.
wonder if they're gonna go for this retake.
Unknown element.
It's a really hard retake. I mean, Envy have really good positions. They're fully controlling site, and if one is in showers or heaven, they have to deal with Crashies on bench.
Is Redgar working
it's hard.
back in as well?
It's a really hard round.
Actually, we'll get a sideline, but
and there we go. That's actually Nats abusing what I just talked about with the orb, by the way. Because he does his orb, the orb goes down, Nats and Shadows see Yay before he sees them when this orb goes down. So they actually have the advantage when they pick him. That's so crazy. I love that. I love to see that.
Waiting for that to dissipate and then the sightlines work out well, but Victor.
Oh, Victor's going ham though. Like a Redguard can't really win this. They know that he's there. Yeah.
Triple B comes in.
Some really interesting things coming out from Nats. From both Vipers actually. If you know your enemy is on full buy, should you choose Bulldog with full shield or Vandal Phantom with half shield? Ace Draco, the main thing, if the enemy team is on a full buy, the main thing for you, if you're on a low buy, is that you can buy next round, you know? Like it depends on what you're doing, you know? Like you're not really giving me the full story with your question. If the enemy team is on a full buy and your team is full buying, but you can't afford a rifle with full armor, then I would take a Vandal, a Phantom with half armor over Bulldog full armor any day of the week. You know? Hopefully that answers the question.
So
keep it going.
Then as well.
FNS doing his best Nats impression.
Oh yeah.
The walk up, you can see him. You can see the cogs turn.
Ah, that's how we got Chronicle. I see. There we go. So we actually see it from FNS perspective when the orb goes down. So he right here, he sees Defo before he sees him. FNS has the advantage here. Let me see if we can. There. So Defo does not see him right now. On Defo's screen, the smoke is still up right now. You see it by the little green thing here. But on FNS screen, he sees Defo fully.
This is exactly that scenario. Nats being the only counter to Gambit's defense on A. Isn't that crazy? That little set piece works wonders for Envy. But Defo back on the operator now.
And now, yeah, Defo has operator on bind. So operator on bind is it's really good on Jet. Like opping defense on Jet is insane.
Would have had the opportunity to rely on that Hunter's Fury, but again, just
and now Nats is playing towards A now, and he's doing the same wall showers. I like that they're switching it up. I like that they're doing that. Envy didn't really do that on their defense. They mostly played Viper towards they only played Viper towards A pretty much. Sorry, I couldn't really find the words. They mostly played Viper towards A. They didn't really rotate Viper to play on B, but Gambit are doing it right now. They played Nats towards B and now they're switching him towards A.
You're going to try and work a pick on the back of showers potentially. And Yay will post up with the operator elsewhere. Again, Envy still actively pushing for these orbs as well. Majority of the time the shower, but
and he's just buying time. I mean, Nats hears that there's something showers. He just throws a snake bite on top of the Astro Star. They have a star here on the entrance as well. There's something happening on the star. They will just pop it. Crashes finds Shadows. Interesting.
Shadows caught off. That's a big starting pick as well.
You see this as well though with Defo posted on B along with the operator. You can see now Chronicle considering rotating here as Envy stack up. 4 players on short to deal with.
Here.
Kind of scary to deal with this. Like this orb, whenever I play ranked, this Viper orb is really scary. It's a really good one way and pushing through it is really tough. You kind of have to wait.
Perfect time as well. The Astro utility, you can see it in unison here. Just, the timing on this utility is perfect from Gambit, but they won't find it enough it. And Envy will creep through.
They get through. They're creeping up Lamb. I wonder if they expect that here. I wonder actually, because they have no info on him. They know he's playing A with the wall and with the orb, right? Oh,
it does. In perfect synergy, these
I think you heard. Yeah, that's such a hard position to play. Like if you play bench there as Nats, it's really hard to get away. You can find a kill or you can find 2, but you will always get traded.
Yeah, quick response from him, but Redguard
like 9 out of 10 times you're getting traded there. Oh, and they're going B.
He's gonna make a mad dash for it. They just want to get towards that B side.
I think they had info on all 3. I think they heard them or saw them or just based on utility that there was 3 towards A, or they just assumed that everyone rotated.
For a second longer. But now speaking of seconds, we're down to 5. Plant comes through and Envy gonna just try and flip it on
and what a late round. Let's see how Gambit played this retake, right? I like this from Yay. He plants the spike and instantly aims here because he knows that there's nobody on B right now. B is completely empty, right? So all he has to do is just hold here and try to find the first pick and make it a 3v2 for his teammates. Oh, and he misses.
And
then he plays on his daggers. Let's see how Gambit retake this. What's their plan? Recon Bolt comes out.
Right now.
Ye smokes it. I wonder if the smoke that Ye just threw out blocks the recon. That's smart. Denies a lot of info. And Defo just going out. So they recon bolt and Defo explodes out. Let's see. Defo finds two. And oh my god. That's such a good retake. So like they played really explosively, right? So recon bolt comes out from Chronicle. Ye smokes it here. But the thing is also, he smokes off the recon, which is really good because it denies info. But it also blocks this area here, pretty much. Which allows Gambit to take control over backside. And Defo pushes out with his smokes. And Ye can't really peek it. Ye is here. Ye is here in this position here. So he can't really peek. He can't really help the person in the tube or the person play or backside. So Gambit can just run out. That's such a good retake. Prisma, I'll play after this VOD review.
Gonna make it to double digits, and what a way to play that back in. I thought Envy had cracked it with that.
That's a good retake.
And honestly, I thought Redguard, slight misuse of the utility there. You can see him try to stun on the
Unico.
Hooker instead of using that gravity.
Have you played it yet, Prisma?
Deny that plant. Again, you got to gamble of where the plant comes through, but what a recovery right there from Gambit. Again, to hit that rotation at the time they did on the side of Envy, perfect. They had enough time, I guess.
Here we can see it again. You see the smoke from Ye? It gives Gambit an opportunity to take backside. Because look, Defo is here, and they can just push out. And Marv kills Redguard, right? They both push out together. Marv kills Redguard, Chronicle trades Marv, and Defo and Chronicle just take full control over the site.
Comfortably to find the plant, but not enough time to set up accordingly. I think with Gambit stacked.
That's super nice. You just got home? Damn.
Up so quickly towards
Welcome
spawn.
home.
They had all the time in the world to weigh out for the recon bowl and all these other factors that become key for Gambit to fight back through. Because Envy have used everything on that XQ on A. It's they bail out of that. They have nothing left.
No. Here we go, Defo.
I'm kind of curious how much faster you can see someone pushing a smoke compared to the person pushing. Couldn't find anything on YouTube or something. It's minimal. Like, we're talking milliseconds, Cyrus. You just have to react to it. You know? Like, it's not a massive advantage. So if you're in a smoke and someone pushes in, the main thing that you will see, Cyrus, is their gun barrel. That's the thing that gives it away. You will spot their gun barrel coming into the smoke, and then their body will gradually come into the smoke. But it's milliseconds. Like, really, you need to be fast on the reaction. Also looks like Envy wanna... Are they on a low buy? Yeah, they're on a low buy. They have a Vandal and a Phantom, but they're on a low buy. So I guess they're playing together in order to make something happen. And now also Nats is back on B, by the way, with the wall. And he... Ooh! I love doing that play as a Jet. So, again, when you're playing Jet, you have your dash, right? So you can do plays like this. Defo instantly peeks out of hookah in order to get a kill. He gets the kill and then instantly dashes away. Trust me, if you hit the shot... It is so hard for Envy to trade. Like, it's really hard. Like, I'll slow it down, because we see it there for a split second. Check this out. Oh lord, the audio gets a bit wonky. But just watch this. He does a jump peek as well, so he's extra hard to hit. Like, because if you scope in and swing out, you can... It's hard to react, but it's much easier to react to than him jumping out. He does a jumping peek. It's really hard to hit to hit him. You see that? And then kill, dash. And he's out. And they have Viper Spit on B now, so if Envy want to execute on B, it's really hard. Like, it's close to impossible. The play that Defo just did, by the way, in hookah, where he jumped out and got a kill, like, you don't want to do that every round. You want to do it when they least expect it. So, you know, because if he does it again, they're going to expect it. They're going to stay further back. They're going to be ready with utility. They might not even peek, you know? Yo, Fletcher Bear, what's up?
Got a rifle too. Got a frenzy and a classic.
And look at this. Like, look at this ult. Like, this ult is really good. They literally can't get out of hookah or long.
No way Nats has made a tiny pocket to sit inside hookah here.
And he's... Oh, and Nats is also inside of hookah in the corner. This is scary.
The Aldro, he did. I don't think he even had to do it, but the pop, ooh, the pop flush was perfect, but Crashies could not
Wait,
kill
Nats
us,
the...
but there's
Yeah,
Nats.
there we go. Oh my god. This ult from Nats is insane. Like, look at this. He can actually sit in a corner in hookah, and there's no way they expect it.
But Crashies could not care less, but
There's no
Nats
way.
in the little cubby, and nobody puts Nats in the corner.
And he... Oh my god. We need to watch that again. So check this out, guys. He does the ult, right? He sits in the corner in hookah. He finds 2 kills. He sees the spike right here. And his first reaction after getting these 2 kills is to put a molly, to put a snake bite on the spike. So if anybody from Envy want to grab the spike, they literally can't. They can't do it. You see, instant snake bite. And then Victor, look, Victor is on 2 HP. Even if Nats doesn't kill him with his gun there, he dies to the snake bite. Like, that's just... The reaction from Nats is so good that he just gets 2 kills, notices the spike, insta snake bite. Like, that reactionary play is so good. I'm gonna watch you stream as I build farms in Minecraft. Enjoy, man. Hope they turn out nice.
Concern, right? You wait for Gambit to just get something on their attack in half.
Nats is big brain. Like, Nats is playing out of his mind. Like, he played really good in this series. Like, in all of Berlin, Nats played insane. Really, like, he was one of the best players.
Shadow sees that Aldro and he's going to swing on that, but actually tried to pop flash out, and I think that's the whole reason.
Right click on that, man.
I mean, it's Crashies.
No, you make a great point. I'm so sorry. Silly me.
Great counter to that. Yeah, but it's Crashies.
Yeah, there it is. Ah, give you your deep analytical thoughts. It's Crashies.
It's got a classic.
11-8 now. Gambit taking the momentum way off from Envy. And I thought maybe a timeout.
And now, look at that. Look at that. I just realized. Sorry, guys. Look at how aggressively they're playing. So, Gambit are on a full buy. Envy are on a full buy. Look at this. Look at how aggressively they're pushing short together.
11-8.
I think Chronicle does an arrow. Yeah, Chronicle does an arrow right there. If the arrow doesn't spot anyone, then they can just keep pushing. Look at how deep Defo and Shadows are pushing short right now. While all of this is happening on B. I mean, they have Redgar and Nats playing B, right? And the wall and the stars are going to slow them down. They can hold B for the rotation. But look at the deep push on short. Like, this is what I want to focus on right now.
Because if they're starting to feel like they don't have an answer, they'll be up against map point. It is a best of 5.
They probably don't think it's B. Like, look, we also have Chronicle pushing showers. And he's not. If he doesn't see anything there, then they can assume it's B. I'm pretty sure Shadows is rotating right now. Yeah, it's going. Redgar finds one with the judge. I swear, playing defense with judge in hookah, if the enemy team actually go there, it's so scary to play as an attacker, really. If you know there's a judge in hookah, it's so scary to attack. It's so good. Oh, I don't know how Victor gets that. Pretty sure Redgar heard him. Either way, let's keep it up. The Seekers come out. We know that it's B now because the Seekers are chasing B. No Seeker went towards A.
He can be such a nuisance, such a problem, such a time buyer as well.
The TP came out, but look, Chronicle is ready because he was on the flank the entire time. He didn't rotate through CT. He kept pushing towards the attacker's side. And now he heard the TP. Do they know? Does Crashies know? Crashies must have heard a footstep probably.
So many weird things going down, but Nats is still here, and that's what I want to keep in mind.
Pretty sure he heard a foot. He must have heard a footstep there. They don't expect Defo here though. Damn, like there's so many things going on for both teams where they just don't expect each other. And now it's a 2v2. Nats and Defo. They're going back to B. Nats has the wall up, and you see, like, they don't know. Like, this wall just denies so much info. So if they they're just gonna waste so much time here.
Defo's on the way, and Nats will just wait patiently towards the backside of sight. Having a little look towards long, nothing.
30 seconds left.
And confirmation will be soon. 2 players creeping up. Nats, does he see it first? Yes, but he misses. Yay brings hope towards Envy, as now the sight will be there. Spike.
This is a really hard retake to do by Defo, by the way. He has to kill one and dash away. That's the main thing. On timing. He actually gets out. He gets out through the smoke. He didn't see him. Defo actually has no info. All he knows is that the spike went down. And with this spike plant, this spike plant that Envy did just now, it's literally in the middle of the site. It's good for elbow, long, and hookah.
This is perfect. Defo touches the spike.
That's massive too. So one thing about Jet Smoke is that if you smoke as Jet, you can get half before the smoke fades.
Jay will be controlling this.
So when he does the smoke and does the fake defuse, one player on Envy has to reveal themselves. They have to either shoot or use any sort of utility. You see? So now he knows one is long. because of the gunshots.
Looks towards Hookah, sees nothing yet. The timing's not there. Marv will finally make his appearance. He knows where Ye is, but now he's had to use both of his
And now he's in a 1v1, but Marv
That
trades.
shot was so quick. I thought there was a chance.
That shot on Ye was huge. But yeah, that was the best way of playing it, really.
There's a long
Get out on
rotation
site,
coming in.
try to look for a pick. If you don't find a pick, smoke,
Not an awful lot for Defo to do in
fake,
that
or
scenario.
either get half or fake. But he faked to draw one out. So he knew Ye was long, so he managed to get that kill. But Marv managed to trade the dash.
Look here again, it's
That's a good trade from Marv. What's up, Yukun? Yo, thank you for the 2 months, Yukun. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the full-time dream. Hope all is well.
Gambit hit 12 with that victory now. Essentially.
This match is really good, by the way. I'm really enjoying this breakdown because it's really interesting. It's a lot to learn. Oh, he just walks down. Yeah, he's just ready. That's also like a really common play. Yo, Prisma with the sub. Thank you, man. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for supporting the full-time dream. Thank you, thank you. You get some sick emotes now too, Prisma. Get some very good, very nice emotes. Just go in the coach YouTube channel. Yeah, I think it will. I think it will. I think this is actually a good one. But a common play that a lot of Jets players do, again, like their Jets are kind of predictable. The only thing that's really hard to predict is where the Jet is going to do it. But you can kind of expect a Jet player to do stupid things like this, like stupid peaks or staying in stupid positions, because she has the getaway, like the get out of jail free card. She can just dash away, right? So you know that's why Ye is holding it so so passively, because he's just expecting a push. Yeah, the hardest part is reading where the Jet player is gonna do that, like the push, right? But Jet players do it in general because of the dash. That's what makes Jet so good. Oh, gets caught. Wow, this is a really good attacker round. They played it patient until they got the pick on Defo, and then they exploded on site. And FNS got the Viper split down too. There's no way Gambit win this round. I don't see how. It's a 2v5. Nah, they're saving. Look at Chronicle. He's already going towards elbow. No point. Let's just fast forward. It's a save. Guaranteed. Was it finals games? Yeah, it was. It's Envy against Gambit in the grand finals.
Success, right? Forcing Envy to make these late round hits. Burn up all this utility on the way in. 1 round separates them, Lauren.
As soon as you think there's, I thought Envy maybe needed a time.
And also, this is actually really nice that we see this from Ye's perspective. So when the barrier goes down here, if you are on the right side, you know the little cubby area here on short? I'll draw it here. This area here, if you are on the right side where Ye is standing right now in the circle, and you hold this line, you will always have the first peak. So if the enemy team want to push towards the cubby, because you know a lot of players like to sit in that corner there in the cubby. They like to push towards this corner. So if you are by the barrier and you hold this line, they have to cross you. You see them first, you know? You have the advantage. So you can just stay there and hold that angle, and they will have to run into you if they want to get into the cubby corner. And that's exactly what happens here. See? So Ye is holding this, and if they want to get into the corner here, they have to cross him. So he can just sit here and wait for any sort of push. You can't do this from the left side. If you do this from the left side, they will be able to get into this corner. But if you peek from the right side fast like this, like Ye is doing, you see them first. You have the first contact. So he has the advantage when holding that angle. And then the shock darts come out on Shadows.
Shadows is thinking, oh yeah, he's going to bounce that. So I'm going to move. No. That's a 0 bouncer.
But that's just a little side note on Bind.
This best of 5 could be a long day. Get yourself situated for what could be an incredible matchup between these two. Only map 1 here.
I also really like that Ye just peeks. He peeks with the recon. Because the enemy can't be here, you know? They can't be here at the start of the round. So he's waiting for the recon until he continues strafing out. So he's working to the right side, but he's waiting for the recon to land just in case of anybody holding there. And now he knows. Now he knows that there is one there because they shot the arrow. And one common play that I like to do is that I like to hold the corner. So there's a corner showers here. I'll draw it on the minimap. And I hold that corner for my teammates. So if Crashes wants to work up, if he wants to drone showers, or if he wants to get the orb, Ye can just hold the corner that I drew here. And it's safe. He's telling him you can get the orb. And then you see this corner, he's just holding it. And we got a drone coming out. They know Chronicle is playing there. Now he's trading drones now. He's trying to get info on what's available in bathrooms.
Like Chronicle, who'd been absolutely dominant, which is something I was very surprised to say because Crashies has been absolutely god tier. Chronicle, what an upswing in performance from him. 3 players this time on that.
I like how slowly EA is
That's
working
back
showers
in his
right now.
cubby.
No, I haven't really played New World for like 2 days, Yukon. I haven't had time.
Again, on the back of that owl drone, the flash through just to check if anything's outside B.
Yo, Prisma with the 100
Railway
biddies.
should
Thank you, man.
confirm.
Thank you, thank you.
Envy are
I like how EA is
Yeah,
working up
that's,
the bath area here.
That's the goal right now.
Look at the amount of vision they have to work with. Yay, that barrel's
Is he gonna go out through the smoke?
big.
And there it is, exactly what I talked about. So the main thing that you want to pay attention to when you're holding a smoke, if you're inside of a smoke or if you're outside of a smoke but you're holding it and you're watching, you pay attention to the gun barrels. You see, look at this, like now he realizes that he's pushing out. It's about half a second left until he actually sees the body of Ye, but now he knows that there's somebody pushing out of the smoke.
Big fight.
Oh my
So,
god, the timing is perfect.
Pay attention to the gun barrel whenever you're holding a smoke or sitting inside of a smoke expecting someone to come in, because that's what gives it away first, and then you see their body and then you go for the kill.
Spike is down and taking Crashies and
Unless you see the gun barrel and you kind of predict where the body is.
sitting towards Hookah. That's slowly clearing on the back lines, but this isn't going to be a clean fight. The timing's going to be everything. Maybe he can unlock it, but again, it's going to come down to the wire.
A hard
here.
retake for Gambit, to be honest, but Nats is a really good flank right now. They have pretty good control. I mean, Defo's playing here. He has the line when the Viper wall goes down. 2 players are pushing Lamp, and then we have Nats on the flank. If Nats finds a pick here, then it's a super winnable retake.
Oh, the timing, Nats. He does not know what he's up against.
This timing is insane. I actually don't know why Marv turns there. So look at this. If we just pause here and we take a quick peek at the minimap, 1 is holding site. So Sky is holding this line. Sova is holding Lamp. Viper's holding bench. Marv, like, they have full control over this area here. Marv's only job is that nobody's allowed in these 2 lines. That's literally Marv's only job this round. Because if one of his teammates die, he can't trade it from short. He can't do it because they will die from Lamp and Marv can see it, or they will die from bench and Marv can't see that either. His only job is to cover the flank, and he turns.
He can unlock it, but again, it's going to come down to the wire here.
Look at this. Marv is holding right now. He's doing exactly what he has to do. He's holding the angle that he has to hold. And then he turns around. But there's no reason to, because he can't trade his teammate anyways.
He does not know what he's up against.
Wow.
He's just got red guard. This has to now
Did he win because of that turnaround?
No. 1,
Oh
2,
my god.
doesn't need it. Shadows is right there. Now
That one turnaround from Nats, from Marv, literally lost Envy the run.
But the shots ain't landing.
That's insane. Such a tiny detail, guys.
They work it out.
Turns around and they lose the run. Literally. He has no reason to turn there.
Through their fingers. Marv,
That is
again, he's
insane.
so in tune. Nats is unnoted to that point. Marv's like, yeah, I'm checking.
Bagogo or
Actually,
someone.
I'm getting contact on site now. That draws him closer. And
That's crazy.
Perfect position to strike. The transfer. Is
Wow.
Beautiful.
And he actually
Victor.
gets
But
2
Shadow
kills
with
there.
The counter peek. He's sat in lamps that entire time, waiting for Nats to come through and find.
So I like the energy from Chronicle. Respect that.
12 to 10. Map 1 looking like it's sitting in Gambit's hands for now, but Envy.
Do you think Nats knew or was expecting that he was going to turn? No, I don't think. I don't think he knew that Marv was even there. But when you are on the lurk, you gotta be ready for everything, you know. And he was lucky, you know. He got lucky that Marv made that mistake.
Brought it back from crazier deficits, but
Like, either Nats takes a proper aim duel where Marv holds him and it's a 50-50, or Marv turns and Nats wins the run, and you know. Actually, first time watching this match or just rewatching it. I watched it live by Gogo. But it was a while ago now. I'm kind of going deeper into the game.
we've got the answers now to what Gambit are bringing. Some of these rounds have been off the back of some brilliance, be it Nats, be it Chronicle, be it Shadow.
So Envy played this now.
Be Defo. Throw them all in there, but Envy certainly have plenty of that themselves.
Good flash for Shadows. Now they know there is at least 1 B long. They know that 1 is B long at least because of the flash, and they also heard the Sova drone towards A, so they can't really over-rotate right now. They don't have the right info. They know where players are. Defo gonna get greedy. Oh, now they know Sky is shower.
Flash on one side, Aldron on the other. Hunter Fury actually going to get it invested here.
Interesting that
Nothing found.
Chronicle ults there.
But again, presence noted on both sides, so they know Envy is spread thin.
And right now it's 2 players on B. So this is the correct read if they go for the Shados backside.
Are they gonna go ham? Nats gets the spike.
Now noted, rotations are going to be coming in right now. The bailout trying to come through. Nats is just trying to stay alive. Be more of a problem, be a nuisance. Jay still stands. But where is that spike going? Going back around towards long.
I like the reaction from Nats here, by the way. Like, he gets the kill.
Noted, rotations are going to be coming in.
You'll see it here. He gets the kill. Then he does the Viper's Pit. He ults. And then he instantly snake bites where the spike is. Just to save himself, right? He's taking that space.
Where is that spike going? Going back around towards long. They don't
That's an Astro Wall from Redgar. And here's the thing. This is exactly what I talked about earlier, guys. If you're playing Astra and you're playing defense, you don't want to put down your Astro Wall before the spike is actually down. Because look. No, wait. Is that... I can't tell. No, that is Redgar. Yeah. So Redgar put down the Astro Wall before the spike is planted. So it goes like this, right? And now Envy can teleport without these players hearing it. These players cannot hear the TP. I'm pretty sure they can't. And it's just such a free rotation. Like, you don't Astra ult if the spike isn't down. Like, that's a rule of thumb, really. Unless you have a very specific play in mind, but I don't think there's a specific play in mind here.
2, now 3. Spike's on the way towards A.
They can't hear it because of the Cosmic Divide. Look at this.
Yeah, they couldn't hear the TP. Look, Gambit are 5 on B, and all of Envy are on A right now. This is why you don't Astro Wall before the spike is down. I literally talked about this a couple rounds ago.
One might slip through the net, but Marved, bullet to the back. But if anything, this is going to keep them here longer.
Exactly. Now they know the plant comes through.
Seekers go out.
Again, gonna confirm.
And now they know that there's at least 3 of them in CT, because all 3 Seekers went CT.
What they believe to be true. Everybody stacked up in towards spawn here. No flank coming through from Gambit. They have to fight through pipes.
It is still a 4v3, so some favorable trades could really work out.
Ye just needs to find a kill here. It's really important.
Positioning the timing on this one. He's trying to create a path forward. Ye turns the attention, but now he's got Heaven to worry about.
Victor gets one. Ye actually... Did he hit Redgar? No.
Redgar through the box, and now 2. Victor's still alive, and so is Crashy. He's fighting with everything they have. The Chronicles on the spike, and I don't know if they can get there in time. He's sitting this one. It's down to...
Oh my god! He missed.
He got it. He didn't get the defuse. Envy win the round.
He missed the first right click. Oh my god, that could have went really bad for Envy. They could have lost the game there.
What was
Can we see the replay?
Envy again. They've been
replay, please.
Half of the teleport. So they cut into the
look at this.
So the Gambit have no
Victor
idea,
missed the first right click. Look, miss hit. Dude, if he missed the second one, that's GG. It ends like this is a millisecond away.
He missed the first right click.
That's insane. He missed. Oh my god. Who picked bind? Let me double check who picked bind. Actually, good question. Let's see. Gambit picked bind.
Well,
I can't believe that. That was literally like, if he whiffed the second one, it was GG. Like, this game is way too close. Also, the beauty of VOD reviews, you know, can just fast forward the timeouts and stuff.
There's a sheriff. There's another sheriff. Chronicle, the only one with.
And now Gambit are on a bad buy. Look at that. We have a Bucky.
Full utility, light armor.
I think this is the first Bucky of the map. I mean, Bucky isn't really normally bought anymore since they nerfed it.
Thank God
You see it a bit here and there. This is a really hard round to win, by the way, for Gambit.
Really nice. Yay, one of his as well. So again,
like, this is pretty much overtime already.
As well, this is all coming on through. Defo, you've got to be an instigator here. Spots out Yay early.
I mean, the Blade Storm can always turn things around. We've seen it before.
Look here. This is a 3-2 split towards A. This is kind of all in here, but there are 3 players for Gambit on this side too. Yay spotted again. They're keeping track of him, but he can't repeat this for a second. He knows there's a bit of a time limit on this, but Chronicle on the other side didn't give away that he has the rifle just yet. Defo trying to play the timing to perfection. The rotates come in. You do at least have Shados now on the site as well, but no more flashes to use. I don't know when he's going to have that back.
No, this is such a hard round to win.
Holding for a second. Confirmation from Defo. They're still lingering around.
I don't really see how Gambit are gonna win this on a low buy like this. Wait, never mind.
You're not getting it on Defo.
Never mind. The Blade Storm, you know, never count it out. I need to stop doubting the Blade Storm, man. Every time.
They're still making it work. And there are those Seekers coming down, at least from the attacking side. So Shados now going to be noted. FNS wants to close that gap. No. He's slipping CT. But can the rest of Envy stay alive? That's a bigger thing.
Oh, they're
There's
gonna
TV,
be.
And now, look at FNS. He can
But
lock
Nat's
these players
pushed.
in. They have no idea he's got around to this spot. This is going to be set up for success. FNS! Slicing
They did not
through
expect
them.
that at all.
It could not have been
Yay
better.
finds Nats. Nah,
Envy
it's overtime.
somehow turning this back
30
around.
seconds left.
FNS's positioning then just saved them.
And it's
Redguard,
overtime.
30 HP.
It's
and
the
Sheriff will be
OT.
able to pick something up to try and make this
Yeah,
work.
Finesse had crazy lurk there.
Finds himself in a 1v3 to prevent this going to overtime on
And
map
Redguard has to
one.
go for this because it's the last round, you know?
And it's going to take him a long time to get over there, Lauren.
I think I have okay, so noisy theory here. I think the reason why Redguard does not take the teleport to go B is because he wants to talk. You know? Because like this round is lost. Like there's absolutely no way Redguard wins this round with 30 HP, no stars on the site, and we have perfect post plant and a full buy. There's absolutely no way he wins this round. So what can you do during a round like this? Instead of taking a tactical timeout, they're preparing for the overtime right now. He's talking about it. Of course, he has to make it look like he's doing something, right? So he's taking the long way around to go to the site to die.
And it's going to take him a long
Because the round,
time to
it's
get over
lost
there,
right
Lauren.
now.
Yeah, I can't see Redguard even getting close to this. You can see already FNS post.
Or actually, they're not talking. I see it on the webcams. I would take this time to talk. But you're not winning this round.
First one to find if he needs to.
Talk, boys.
Still a tricky angle to clear. Not going to happen. FNS,
You
you're a
see?
hero. You just got Envy to 12-12. That push
Maybe their coach is speaking to them. I don't think their coach is allowed to talk during rounds. They have to take a timeout for the coach to speak.
towards CT in that timing, allowing that TB to come in, catching the rotations. Because
The
you
coach
know
is
that
not allowed
Gambit
to
had
talk during
respond
rounds.
completely to this because they had nothing to work with.
Look at that lurk from FNS though. Huge.
And time and time again, at this event especially, he's demonstrated his ability to just have a completely different grasp on a round. And that position there to thread the needle, get to pipes. You can see the ping coming through. I think Gambit initially, like, somebody may have walked
Maybe
pipes.
there's a chance.
But there's no clear. I think Defo tries to bait a little bit.
So now we
Shades
got the
thinking,
overtime,
yeah,
so I
there's
need to
no way,
remove the
right? There's
drawing.
absolutely no way. And it
There we go.
absolutely rips Gambit apart there.
I mean, throw your mind back to how many times he was in Garage. He was constantly playing that role. His
Exactly.
Haven presence.
Damn, a
again,
little
FNS,
overtime now.
To start, or do they talk about what happens later on? If Envy for Gambit,
You can pinch pin, but
this is proactive.
Whoops, sorry.
This is really interesting. Okay.
There we go. So now we have Gambit on the attack again, and look at that. They're changing their default up. They do the Viper wall on A, and they play 5 towards B instantly. I think it looks to me like they want to go for an aggressive B play
They're
here.
going to start on the attack, and they're looking as if it's going to be a quick.
They
piece.
switched up their
Now,
default.
this is the one round we've had to see Envy going to be a little proactive here,
Gets info.
but only as two.
So now Victor
Gambit
knows that there's
closes
at least
the
one
gap
outside of hookah.
Very quickly, they might find themselves on
And they're
the
going
side.
fast into hookah. Look at that. The drone is going, and Defo's going too.
Victor is in trouble. Does it get confirmed? Slightly not punished, but we'll have
Look how deep Defo is. Like, he instantly smokes and pushes into hookah to take space. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is just going here. They're all just going B long, and then the Sova staying back in case of a lurk.
He's going to try and fill that void.
Heavy B play from Gambit.
And you're right, they're still kind of posturing up for this. Crashes could have slipped back towards CT or sat deeper, but they have now 3-4 on the site. But Envy and Crashes
What
just
the hell?
watching as one dash stop off, but it's
Did they see
Defo!
Crashes?
How's he found that? FNS is
I don't think they saw him in the
falling,
smoke.
Victor, but only for so long.
That's such a quick,
Gambit
like, that's such a quick play. I like doing this as Jet as well, by the way, whenever you go B. You take control over hookah, and then you smoke the tube. You smoke on top of the tube over here, and then you dash out into it like that, into your own smoke. And even if anyone is playing here, they can't really kill you mid-dash. It's really hard, and you can also get the info on them. And you do this play when the rest of your team is pushing in from B long, as we can see right here. And then just a very explosive play. It's just play on play on play. A lot of pressure. That timing is insane. Crashes goes into the smoke when Defo dashes out.
And Crashes just watching as one dash stop off, but it's Defo! How's he found that? FNS is
That's
falling,
huge.
still stands, that says Victor, but only for so long! Gambit!
And I
have
think
just
Envy got caught off
butchered
guard because
Envy.
Gambit didn't really make a play like this. Like, keep in mind, when Gambit were attacking, guys, they played really slow. Remember how slow they played? They played super slow, and they waited for the timer to run out. This is like one of the first rounds where Gambit go really, really fast. Like, we're like 35 seconds into the round, and they're already won the round on B. So they switched up their entire plan for overtime. Also, what's up, Zeno? Hello, man.
And Marv called upon in the final moments here of this.
I think
last round.
Envy got
Team
caught
not
off
gonna
guard this
happen.
round, really.
Shados.
Sorry.
How on earth earth did we just see that?
Did Gambit just execute within the first 35 seconds of a round?
I don't understand.
Even the casters are questioning themselves. That's funny.
ISC, was there a scoreboard switch or something here? But again, the perfect thing.
Yeah, they
to
went
pull in
fast.
overtime, right? Envy are anticipating that.
The thing
slow
is,
pace,
in overtime, you need to do these things. You need to throw the enemy team off guard.
methodical again,
You have to try weird things
especially
out.
when you get shut down in the way you were in that last, well, the last 2 rounds of regulation.
Just huge.
Actually.
Huge play. Huge explosive play from Gambit.
That pick
The
towards
rotation
back
came
side. Exactly. They were already there. They had 4 players on site.
Almost on goal 3. One more game. You got this, Zeno. You got this, man.
Basically at that point. Like, that's insanely impressive, but it ain't done yet. This isn't just like, oh, but it's done. No. Envy's turn. Redgar opting for the judge.
Okay.
Is this the world we're living in? Okay. Alright.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Wait.
As Nats
Was that on a Phantom or a Vandal
yeah,
there?
This isn't just like, oh, but it's done. No. Envy's turn. Redgar.
Also, this is also really interesting. In overtime, Redgar buys a judge. So, again, they're trying weird things out. Like I said, in overtime, you have to try weird things out. But I don't know how much I like the judge
Opting for the judge.
Okay.
on overtime.
Is this the world we're living in?
Because retaking with a judge, like imagine 2 of his teammates die on B, Redgar has to rotate and retake. Retaking with the judge is hard. It's really tough. I mean, you need to take the close range fights, and he's not even playing an agent that can dash in. He's playing an Astra.
Okay.
But I guess they're gambling a bit, you know, it is overtime.
Fair
Damn.
enough. As
I would be mad if I'm Nats there. I would be frustrated as hell. He hits the headshot
goes
and
down. Crashes with a
just
pivotal
does not get the
first
kill.
pick.
Here.
But one thing that you can do as Astra when you have a judge, you have your own smokes, right? You can put them down and just play around them with the judge. Be really annoying.
Yeah, pinging out the possibility somebody's walking this smoke, but FNS does he drift in?
Uh-oh.
Redgar's going to back away. Do not walk that. Do not walk that.
This is really scary. No, Redgar. Can't do that.
Well, I think now we can say
Nice try though. I respect the try. He tried to
characteristic
find a
now.
player on the smoke.
Wait and see what happens, but it's got a little weird.
I mean, they have Nats dead in showers. They have Redgar dead on A. Like, if I'm Envy, I would just send it on A and win the round right now.
And Envy will love that. What a great
I mean, first off, I like the patience, actually. They're not fully sending it. They're regrouping with the team. You see? They're letting the Sova and Sky regroup with the spike.
That's what they look for.
comfy
The
hit.
Might even go B.
time when
They
they're
never got
attacking
given
us.
it.
Yeah.
Never got given that. They had to fight so hard for any of these site hits. But
Chronicle
now,
with the drone.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah,
No, they are
fine,
going
whatever.
for it. Envy are committing.
FNS,
They
though,
might go
takedown
B on
is
this,
gonna
though.
be revealed and punished. Now, with Chronicle still here,
Maybe.
he's been having a belting
It's a
game.
4v3. I think they have
30
advantage.
seconds.
Oh, Ye saw where the recon bolt came from, so he's gonna hold this angle here because he knows that Chronicle is stuck in the corner.
Yet to fully commit to the site.
There's the
They
kill.
had to clear Chronicle and they
30
do.
seconds left.
Yay sharp.
He gave it away by shooting narrow.
Considered as well, been
They don't have to go
revealed,
B
hiding
anymore.
away.
They can commit on A.
Defo's en route, but it may be a little late now. as
Crashes
it's gonna
finds
just
one,
down to
and he just Defo.
Envy
And Envy win
somehow
this round.
Find the perfect beginning.
Given effectively.
Yep.
Well,
Nice.
there we go. Yeah, we'll
I mean,
follow
these
up.
rounds are so
Effectively,
close, and
three opening
there's so many
duels,
interesting
you know, off the
openings,
finals
you know?
again. Like I said, Envy would
You want
get
10
three
in a row
from
yesterday?
rounds
Damn,
like
Zeno.
that,
Nice, man.
where they were able to find these 1v1s.
Wow.
Early fights.
They look for it for the entirety of the half. And this here from Redgar, again,
He also pinged it.
I'm okay with it. Again, it's overtime. Throw something weird in there. Something that
Let's see
maybe,
what
you know, your
Gambit are
opponent's
doing
not
now.
gonna
Are they back to playing the way they
anticipate.
used to, or are they back to stacking? Are they gonna stack something again?
Doesn't work
They're
out
doing
for
it
them.
Again. Look at that.
Back on the attack now.
I think
Again,
Envy might be expecting the regular default, the slow play from Gambit. Look, they're playing 5 towards B again. With the star in the TP in
Body
case.
length towards B. There's no Nats on A short. There's nothing here to bait presence. But adjustment from Envy.
Gambit's pace
They're doing
is
the
still
same thing, they're
catching up.
droning
They're
Defo in.
gonna try and close in and cutting that out.
They break it instantly.
Forced
Damn,
away,
that's
but
really
there's
good.
another player in here, so don't
Oh
think
my
it's-
god.
Excuse me.
Is that the star? Look, yeah, there is a star here. Redgar plays a star on the hookah window. So they drone in, the drone dies, Defo smokes and dashes instantly.
But
He
adjustment from Envy.
he reacts to Ye's dash so fast.
Gambit's pace is still
He just
catching
fully
up.
chases.
Defo
I think-
try and close in,
Wait, the drone tagged him, right?
cutting that out.
Yeah, it does. The drone tagged him. Redgar activates the star, so Ye can't jump out of window. And Defo sees him through walls now. He's getting pinged by the drone, right? Because he got hit. So he smokes and dashes just for the kill.
Gonna be forced away, but there is another player in here, so
You
don't
see
think-
Oh
that?
my god.
And he doesn't know about Victor in the corner, but that pick on Ye is insane.
Excuse me, Defo. He just dashes Crashes in Victor so sharp.
And now they know that Victor is stuck in hookah.
Finds a quick reply. And now a 1-for-1 trade out, but they know the intention. Victor now not necessarily panicked, but trying to pour that utility into buy time for Crash.
And during all of this time, look, Crashes has to come in to help Victor in hookah. Meanwhile, the rest of Gambit are on B site right now.
To get over here, but you're right, it's the backfill.
Nats kills Crashes, Chronicle gets Victor.
They just made Envy look like putty in their hands.
So they put a lot of pressure into hookah, and that allowed them to enter B site for free from B long.
Well, they were on the other side.
Love to see it.
And again, this pace change.
That's such a good
has been
reaction
very
from Defo to dash and
uncharacteristic.
chase
It's
Ye
got
there
them
as well.
overboard.
It's just these small pieces of the puzzle that just
Player switching
become
clear,
something
but
huge, you know?
having to go through this now, a 1v4.
Yo,
Gambit
Dennis
doing
with the
something
6
on the other
months.
side. There'll be
Thank you.
opportunities that
You got
Envy
the
will
silver
lap
Pepe.
up
Be
as
proud, man.
Chronicle.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the full-time dream.
Critical rounded,
For
but
6
that point
months.
in Hookah was
Much love, man.
in towards, yeah, Hookah was absolutely everything.
Alright.
But the pinch is beautiful from Gambit as well.
Silver Pepe, flex that. Be proud of
Straight
it.
away, because I think actually they identify that it's only going to be one, unless, you know, for some crazy reason it's a pistol round sound again. There's 4 members of Envy on B side.
Let's see
They
how...
know
so
that they
Redgar
can play
goes
the
for the
numbers.
judge again.
And that's actually the perfect example of
Interesting.
where to lean away from the default, right? And how to actually make
Like, I don't mind,
very,
but
very
I'm just
effective
thinking of a
third round.
retake
Find
situation.
that
It's
one
so hard to
person you can
retake with a
run.
judge, because you don't have the
Remember
long range
now,
potential.
Envy just got everything they wanted out of Gambit in that early start. This was what they were dreaming.
That was gonna
of.
land outside of
And I was
lamp.
worried for Gambit if they keep playing into this. Now that
Defo finds one. So again, like, you can take these peaks as Jet. Like, you can go really aggressively and just go for the kill, because you have your dash available. And especially in overtime, people are playing pretty scared in general, and Defo's just playing very aggressively. And I think that's how he catches Ye off guard. He sees Ye. Oh my god, let me see if I can pause that, guys. He sees the right foot of Ye, and that's how he can react so fast. There, you see? He sees this. And I'm not sure if Ye can see him. I wish we had replay so we could see it from his perspective, but I'm pretty sure Ye can't see Defo right now. But Defo can see him. I think Defo has the advantage. Because Defo is further away from the corner than what Ye is.
if they keep playing into this. Now that's a different stop though. Ye being picked up here by Defo is very, very different. But FNS did find a very key frag.
That's huge. That's a massive kill for Defo, by the way. And he gets away because he has dash. And then Redgar just playing with the judge. Looks like Envy want to go towards B. But they will get info. Chronicle is droning it right now. So they will know that it's going to be towards B. Yeah, they know upright is towards B.
Defo posted up, watching towards hookup. Just holding that pixel angle, but
oh my, that's an attacker. Okay, so they did a fake smoke. They took the star back
pixel angle, but
just to let Marv peek, but it didn't work out the way he wanted it to.
Okay, this is now where problems begin, but Crashes is still alive.
Chronicle gets one. Can he get two?
Chronicle's not letting anyone pass. He's still trying to
2v3.
blind. But now Envy have two.
I mean, Envy have all of the site for free right now, but they're still playing in a 3v2.
Towards the side, but look how quickly Gambit are on the case. 1 CT, 2 towards Hookah. And FNS is just dedicated towards that CT fight. He loses.
I think that's GG. It's a 3v1. I don't see Victor can. Victor could win this round if he had flashes available, but there's no flashes, so it's gonna be really hard. I think that's it.
Victor, what can you do with this one? Tries to turn the flash. He's still just fine, but Shados, he's not giving him anything. You know that Envy want to clear CT, but he's just not gonna let it happen. And Victor knows he's gonna have to fight tooth and nail for a single pick in this. Gambit turtle up. They let nothing go astray in 20
Nah, there's no way.
Victor, 34 HP. And
Yeah, that's a GG.
Shados leans
Nice.
forward. Map 1 was an
We're gonna play
absolutely
Peak again?
brutal
Maybe someday,
battle between
probably.
these two.
it is.
Do I have to
With that
play
as
with
well,
people?
it's so draining, but Gambit.
Yeah, AJ. I mean, it happens. Here's the thing you need to remember, AJ. If you lose to somebody going AFK in your team, it's going to happen to the enemy team sometimes. So it's gonna equalize. You know, it sucks in the moment, but it will happen to the enemy team if you keep playing. So don't get too focused on that.
And Envy, again, I'm seeing so many positives on the side of
But yeah,
Envy.
that was a really nice one. I really like watching Gambit. But now it's time to play Super Smash Brothers Nickelodeon Edition. Switch my scene. Boom. It's time. I've been waiting for this game for a long time. I used to compete in Smash Brothers, so it's gonna be really interesting. The game looks amazingly fun. want to play, we can... let me go into the training mode real quick. And then I'm down to do like a couple of matches, Prisma, and then I want to play ranked. Are you gonna do VOD again tomorrow? CLK, how do I say your name, by the way? I'll probably end up doing a VOD tomorrow. There's some players I want to VOD review, but I need to download their VODs. Let's see, let me switch this up. There we go. It's a clicker? Okay, I got you. But yeah, I'll probably end up doing a VOD tomorrow. I have some players that I would really like to VOD review. But let me start this game now. Dude, I've been waiting so long for this game. Like, Prisma, do you have me on Steam? Just search Noisy and add me. You're going to... Wait, which Smash are you playing? Which Smash did you play before, Prisma? Let me just game capture the stuff. Yeah, I'll remember. It's clicker.
Nickelodeon.